Now we are, but before, no. Okay.
What's up, everybody?
They all saw that, so
they all saw that, Woody.
Dan, I think the problem is that if we don't know when it actually starts, we don't know when to actually start being
weird.
That's true. But if I don't tell you, then
being
something
weird?
worse could happen.
Maybe count down slower so we have more time to get out our
That's
goots.
Fair. That's fair.
Maybe that's it. Give us like a
little
10-second countdown.
Little BTS, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 10 of Bards of New York. We are super excited. I think technically it's episode 12, but episode 10 of the campaign. No, episode 13. Because the three session 0 and then the 2 one-offs sessions.
But it's
But
full
do they
party
really
session
count?
10.
I count this as 10. We're 10 here.
Because we're all together, and that's what's important.
As a family. Cool. Well, welcome everybody. Thank you, Internet, for hanging out with us. As always, we have a few announcements before we start off our big old shindig. So to begin with, tune in this Sunday to our friends at Careful Cantrip. I will be guesting with DM Dave. We're just going to be talking about dungeon mastering and how you can insert tension and drama and humor as a storyteller, as a dungeon master. So if that's something that interests you, or you just want to hang out with me and Dave, who is a wonderful DM with a beautiful voice, please come and join us Sunday at Careful Cantrip on Twitch. We usually host them, so you can probably find them through there. And that's 12 noon Eastern time is when it's kicking off. So come check us out. Also, same thing as always, we got our donation links down below. So if you're feeling froggy, give us a little bit of a tip. We are excited that we have some new things that are being made for us that we're using the donation money so we can improve the stream.
No one's ever said feeling froggy. I like that.
Feeling froggy?
He says it every time.
Yeah, I do.
He does?
I'm just about, yeah.
All right.
Would you rather I say like feeling sexy?
No, I like the phrase
don't change a thing.
Feeling froggy.
Feeling froggy.
It's the first time I had ever heard it, and so
I was kind
of...
The full phrase is if you're feeling froggy and you want to leap.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we learn something every day.
I guarantee you knew that at some point.
I don't think I did, but that's okay. Also, if you guys are subscribed to us via Amazon Prime Video and Twitch Prime, I mean, is what it's called. I get things mixed up. Please take a peek. Make sure you're still subscribed to us if you're liking our content. As always, it just goes to us, makes us better, gives us more money to improve the stream for y'all. To feed my mini hunger to get more minis and paint
I thought
them.
you were just going to say feed my minis, and I was going to need some explanation.
I have a whole menagerie. And I believe that is all of our announcements. So, as the camera pans down, our group, after braving a massive sandstorm coming south from the Seraphic Tear, you guys succeeded in all of your checks and getting through it, and Ember even reaching out to his patron for a little extra gust. Oh, see what I did there? Then you guys finally made it, continued down, were accosted again by the purple worms, and you decided that between the sled and your lives, you gave up the sled to drive the purple worm away, and you guys were safe. Then upon arriving at the Thelekas monastery, you met the, his name, I just want to make sure I get it right. Farnham is his last name. Milton Farnham, one of the acolytes, main head acolytes of the monastery, and then also the mentor Lanai, where she took you into a private chamber where you were asked some pseudo riddles. After then answering all these riddles to the satisfaction of the magic, you guys went down through a corridor and into this chamber where you placed the Valknut that you have formed with those 3 tablets, and it summoned the porter as the form of a spectral banshee. And that is where we pick up her wail ripping into your ears. I need 2 things. Number 1, everybody, roll me Constitution saving throws.
Nice, Woody.
Yes, Constitution. Oh, the Constitution saving throws, everybody.
Constitution saving throws. Oh, the
Now you're dead.
Oh, we're gonna die.
Given that if this is a Banshee, if you succeed, you still get spanked.
You still get
You
spanked.
literally still get spanked.
Yep, you do. All right, so let's go. I'm gonna go clockwise on my screen. Lilith, you're first.
That's an 11.
An 11.
Mhm.
Okay. Bathriel, you're second. Not
Not-
Bathriel.
Bathriel.
Kallias.
Ooh, deep cuts.
Deep
Okay.
cuts.
Going.
That's campaign.
different
My first
campaign.
ever character, actually, right there.
Bathriel Starseer.
That's
Wow.
Yep. That's a 15 for Kallias.
15. Okay.
Mhm.
Ember. Take a sip.
11.
An 11. Okay.
I just
Ryujin?
joking. Don't cut it.
That is an 18.
18. Okay.
God for
And Leonidas.
I mean, I got a 13, but
There's a
Uh,
good chance that 3 of you just drop to 0 right now.
13. Okay. Hugh got an 18. So everybody who
Let's go,
got
Hugh.
below a 13,
wait, 13
guys-
or below?
no, so 12 and lower, you guys immediately drop to 0 hit points and are unconscious. So as the Banshee lets out the wail, the group of you cover your ears, and you see Lilith and Ember just crumple to the ground, and the 4 of you are still up. I need the people who are still up to roll me initiative while I roll for damage.
Bye, guys.
See ya. See ya. This is a Banshee, guys.
No.
This is. It can only do it the one time. Unless
Oh,
Woody has tinkered
it's-
with it.
Where'd Kyle go?
He just turns off his
Camera.
0 hit points.
Did I- wait,
Kyle
did
and
I
I
fuck
will
everything
work
up
on
on the
our
stream?
new characters.
No, you're fine.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
I'll start. I'm going to do cleric. Are you going to do bard?
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice. Got your bases covered.
If you TPK us, Woody, if none of us die before you TPK us, and you were to TPK us, you'd get a party of 5 clerics.
You
That'd be
would-
so
kind of
cool.
fun.
It'd be kind of nuts. Like
That'd
all
be
different
really
subclasses
crazy.
too. What do
I
you
call
Ooh.
you.
On a religious.
It's a mission.
Like,
It's like
that would be fucking amazing.
That'd be-
that would be
actually.
pretty cool, actually. Yeah.
I want to see. Okay, well, I'm doing my math
Do you want?
here.
Do you want us to go to the camp? Woody?
Yes, please. Let's go to the battle cam as well. I want to see.
Because I feel like even with clerics, you could get a good party like dynamic. Like you
Mhm.
could figure it out with the different
Mhm.
with like this like tens of different subclasses that
Absolutely.
the clerics have. Like you could figure it out.
Ooh,
Okay.
or a party of bards.
All right. So, the people
Band.
who are
I like that idea.
who are still up, you guys take a total of 8 points of psychic damage from this screen.
Ooh, that's half my health. That is half my health.
Good
Right
thing
there.
you ate those gummies.
I'd be dead. I'd be dead.
8. Oh yeah.
Okay.
As in 8
That hit
days a
Hugh
week?
really hard too. Okay, so let's go initiative, please. Can I have? Where am I? There's my notebook. There it is. It's behind my
Oh
whiskey.
my god. Okay.
Right. Who got above a 20? Okay. I do need Lilith and Ember to roll as well.
Were you about to call him, Alec?
No, because Will switched to where Kyle was on my screen, so I almost said Kallias, looking at Will, 'cause that's where
Really?
Kyle was. Okay. Anybody get above a 20? Okay. Anybody get above a 15?
Yes, I.
Kallias
That'd be a 16.
and Ryujin?
That is an 18.
18. All right, Ryujin starts us off as
God
usual.
damn it, True, you are on fire.
Yeah, Drew. I want your dice, and I just like if I could just use them for a day. I don't know.
15 to 10.
I got a 13.
13. All right.
I got
Okay, guys.
a 12.
Okay.
Yeah. Rolling our death saves early. I like it.
I'll take and end together. Okay, and then who got 10 to 5? What did you get?
As the tank, I got a 9.
A 9.
As the tank.
Okay. Well, you guys are
Makes total
very
sense.
lucky because
Banshee roll a
Banshee
two.
got a
the
4.
Banshee rolled a 2
Nice.
Ooh.
on their initiative. So I believe
And feels
that,
embarrassed and doesn't even want to fight
and is like,
anymore.
actually,
He goes,
sorry.
I'm a head out.
Actually, I'm out.
After
See
scream,
ya, Chiefs.
not likely.
Okay.
No.
All right. So as this Banshee floating 10 feet above the ground is above Hugh. Oh, I need to put people down who are down. We got our friend here who's down, and our friend here who's down.
Oh my heavens.
You see them across the room. That Banshee floating. Ryujin, what do you do?
That's a great question. I'm gonna first cast Hunter's Mark
Okay.
Nice.
on the Banshee.
That's good. Let me grab my little
Do it.
doodly dad. Let's go white for actually that's pretty big for that mini. Let's go some black.
Doodly dad.
Boop. Oh well, yeah, it's there.
And then I'm gonna shoot it
Shoot it. All right.
with my bow and arrow.
Okay, and make sure keep your damage from the hunter's mark and your bow separate.
Okay.
Oh, I hate that.
That doesn't
Fine.
make me pleased.
That doesn't make me excited.
I rolled a 14.
14. All right. 14 hits. Roll for damage.
Sweet.
A bit of good news.
Yeah. Right.
There we go.
Sorry, 1 second.
You're good. Just so you know, Kallias, you're on deck.
This is where truly a
Ooh.
cleric would be helpful, because
Okay, so without the extra die for the Hunter's Mark, I rolled an 8.
So just 8 with your bow.
Yes.
Okay, so 4 points of damage with the bow and with the hunter's mark.
I rolled a 5.
5, so 9 points of damage. Cool. All right. So you do it, and you see that the bow kind of passes through her, but you see like this sort of like shock wave of magical energy as the bow makes contact and sails through this this shiny form of this banshee. Is that the end of your turn, or are you gonna move?
I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. Then we go to Kallias, your turn, and Ember. Just get ready to roll your death save.
I am going to run directly forward towards Lilith, trying to get somewhere in the way between the Banshee's, albeit flying position, and
Okay,
Lilith's
you can
unconscious
get
form.
Right there, kind of next on the kitty corner with Lilith.
Perfect. I'm going to whip around and just trying to access the same pain I was just inflicted, whip it back around up at the Banshee, and I'm going to cast the Mind Whip
Mind
at the
okay.
Banshee.
Is
I'll
that a
need it to
save?
make intelligence saving throw.
Hey, okay.
Whip it good.
I was just thinking
Baby,
Banshee
Whip it
ride the
all
whip.
night.
Ghost ride.
Ghost ride the whip.
Did she ride the whip?
That's a 14. Does a 14 save?
The 14, I believe that meets. Let me just make sure. Yeah, that does meet my save.
Does it half damage or anything? Or
So it takes half damage, but it doesn't get any of the fun, cool effects,
okay.
unfortunately. So it will take half of 8, so it will take 4 points of psychic damage.
Psychic damage. Okay, yeah.
And can I call out as a free action or something to anyone? Can I just yell,
Yeah, you can absolutely.
"Someone get help!"
All right. Just so you guys know, quick rule pit stop. You can make a medicine check on a unconscious individual to stabilize them. That you do not need magic or anything to stabilize. A medicine check can also do that.
I've never known that in all the time that we've been playing D&D.
You usually have a healer, in the
healer.
party, or some sort of like capabilities, or even like what is the
Wow.
spare the dying cantrip.
Right.
So
What
You've
is
been
the,
playing with a grave
DC?
cleric for too long, Dan,
Huh?
and it shows.
What's
Yeah.
the DC for that?
usually it's 10.
Oh, cool.
And if you nat 20 that, do you get them back up?
I mean, as a benevolent DM, I would say yes. You'd back up to
Great.
1.
Okay. Yeah. Like as if they just passed their 3 death saves.
Absolutely.
Kinda.
And a quick question. You said 8 points of psychic damage?
I said it got 8. If it's taking half, it's 4.
Okay, so it's 8.
Yeah.
You see this psychic damage do full effect on the Banshee.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Yeah, you kind of reach out and you see this like almost concussive energy come from your mind, is like poof, hit it, and you see the Banshee kind of. And now we go to Ember. Could you roll me a death save, please?
This is Rachel's dice.
Oh.
Rolled a 3.
Oh, okay, that's 1.
Okay.
That's 1. So 1 failure.
It's not a 1.
And now Lilith and Leonidas, you're on deck. Roll me a death save. A what? You're muted.
16.
16. All right. So you have 1 success. Okay, now we go to Leonidas. It is your turn.
Who has? Can I ask this? Who has the good berries?
Ryujin.
Ryujin has the jelly beans.
I do.
I believe
Okay.
each of you also have a
We have
unless
2.
you've used them, potions on you as well.
We each have 2, yeah. Which means on the bodies of the downed are 2 as well.
Unless Lilith or Ember, have you used your potions you acquired?
I
before the
gave
trip?
them 2 of mine.
Oh, okay. So you at least have 1 then.
Okay. Now I have a Woody question. That thing is flying.
It's 10 feet off the ground, yes. From this point, 10 feet from this point.
You don't think echoes can fly?
No,
That's
echoes
what I'm
cannot
gonna
fly.
see. Okay.
No.
Well then, shit. Okay, so I then am going to, as a bonus action, cast an echo, and have it go.
Where would you like to cast it?
It says 15 feet in front of me, so to my left.
To your left. Okay. Just like go right here next to you.
No, on the ground, on the same
the
plane
ground.
as I am.
Okay.
And then,
yeah,
ooh.
right there.
And then can it go over to Ember?
Uh-huh.
Probably can make it there, right? Yeah.
Okay, that's 20 feet. I believe that's within your movement.
And how far is it from me now?
It is 5, 10, 20, 10, 20, 30, 35 feet.
Okay, so then I'm going to move myself within 30 feet of it.
Deep.
Incredible. And now, can the echo administer the potion to...
Yeah, I would say like
Ember?
from the logic of the echo, yes, it can.
Yeah.
Are you taking the potion off of their person?
Yes.
Okay, so it is an action to administer
I
a
know,
potion to somebody. Just so.
know.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you pour the potion of just a potion of healing down. That would be Ember's
Ember.
gullet. You see the echo kind of cradle Ember a little bit and pop
I'm
open.
pretty sure that I used that potion.
Ryujin gave you one though.
I gave you was when you fell off the skiff.
And I had to
I gave
use it
you. I gave
immediately.
you. I gave you my potion after we stopped moving. So you
Mhm.
didn't use your potion.
We also
I didn't have a potion.
everybody had 2.
Everyone had
In-
2.
at
We
base.
passed them out.
So even if Ryujin gave
shop
you
it.
1, you
So-
should still have 1 remaining.
Have you used
Yeah.
1 or 2,
Okay.
Kyle? Do you know?
I believe I remember only using one.
Okay,
So you should have 2.
So you have at least 2 on your person then. Still,
Okay.
and just make sure, Drew, you don't have any on your person.
Yeah.
Then, since you passed yours out.
Oh,
Oh, no, Woody.
Oh, I'm getting a call. I'm just gonna I'm gonna oopsies. Hey guys, decline.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Behind the
I laughed
curtain.
so hard.
Thank you.
That
So
is
hard it
that
said,
is what's
"Oh,
going to
no."
happen.
Yeah,
That is what's going to happen when
to
we
all of
TP.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Oh.
0.
Oh.
Oh,
So the echo picks up Ember and pours this potion down its throat. Ember, could you roll me 2d4 plus 2, and that will be the health you get back.
I rolled 2 4s.
Hey, so you're back up with 10 hit points. Nice. Cool.
That's more than I have.
And I believe that's the end of your turn, Dan.
Well, sure.
That's okay. I mean, I believe so, unless you just want to yell something out.
If someone could take it down, then I'd be helpful. Currently,
Okay.
I can't do a darn thing. So
Okay.
Martial classes, baby.
it's
Yep.
true.
You see that, and Hugh kind of is like, okay. You see him kind of cast this spell, and pulls out his book, and out of his book shoots these 4 little motes. I believe 4. Is it 3? I always
Motes?
forget. 3.
Is it,
motes.
if it's missile
Magic
at
missile,
base,
yeah.
it's 3.
It's magic missile. And these 3 little motes go into the Banshee, sailing around, and you're gonna do a little bit of damage to her. Okay, all right. Okay. You see the Banshee take a bit of damage. Okay, cool. And then Hugh is going to back the fuck up.
Back
Run back over here against the wall. Cool. And then now it is the Banshee's turn. The Banshee then is going to kind of take in the scene and going to come down to the person who's closest in her turn.
Oh,
gonna-
Christ.
Sweep down and do her touch. She just kind of like a Dementor style swings down to Kallias and is going to do her her corrupting touch on you.
Okay.
Oh, Woody, don't make that face.
It's a natural 20. So a total of 24. I'm assuming that beats your armor class.
That's gonna hit.
So it's gonna have an extra point of d6 damage, or an extra d6 of damage at full. So that's what? 3d6.
3d6. Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
We
Okay.
all die. No.
It could have been a lot worse.
Was it more than 8?
It is.
Cool.
So it is up more than 8.
Bump.
It wasn't. It wasn't up to 24, was it?
No, that's
Okay.
one of my next questions. So no, it is not up to 24. So she comes and she just kind of reaches and just grabs your head and makes you look at this like unhinged jaw and these dark eyes, and you you cannot breathe anymore, and you fall unconscious. Next to Lilith, right there. All right.
Shouts out loud.
No.
Yeah.
And then also at the beginning of her turn, she has a thing called Horrifying Visage. So I need everybody to roll me a wisdom saving throw. Who is up?
He's trying to kill us.
Did you just not like our characters?
Yeah,
And
did you
so
not like
Not
this
at all.
character?
Not this is
I
a
love this
challenge-
character.
I made this a challenging fight for you guys.
Fuck me. What was
That's
the
a
save?
16.
A 16. I'm gonna go a wisdom saving throw, please. Ember.
10.
10. Okay. You're down, Kallias, so you don't need to.
Not awake
Ryujin,
anymore.
you got a 16.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then Leonidas, what'd you get?
I got a 7.
Okay. So for the people who got a below a 13, you are frightened for 1 minute.
Okay.
A frightened target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns with disadvantage if the Banshee is within line of sight of them, ending the effect on a success. And if you succeed, you're immune to the ability for 24 hours.
So frightened means I can't go towards the Banshee?
Let me remind you what frightened
Yeah.
is. I'll also remind myself. A frightened creature has disadvantage on all ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within the line of sight. Also, a creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. All right. So I'm gonna put for the people who are scaredy cats, literally.
Hey.
Wait a second. Yeah.
Bom, 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 bom.
All right, there's our. Oh, I need to roll for Hugh. I always forget about Hugh. Hugh's good. And that is the end of the Banshee's turn. So now it is back to the top of the round. Ryujin, your turn.
I'm shooting her again.
Okay, perfect. Roll attack.
It would have been so good if she had been yoinked by the mind whip. So good.
Yeah.
15.
A 15. All right, with that 15, that's going to hit. Roll for damage.
Oh. So,
And keep the damage separate again.
yes. That was a... 1 second. A 9.
A 9. All right. With the 9, so 9 points of damage on the arrow.
Yes.
So halved to 4.
And then I got a 6.
A 6. Okay,
Nice.
so 10 points of damage. Nice, nice.
You're just gonna single-handedly
Save us.
spank her.
Solo cue it.
It was Ryujin and Hugh have done the most damage. Oh, the only damage.
Ah!
I'm sorry.
Kallias.
I'm sorry, Kallias. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I saved someone.
You did. There's more to battle than doing damage.
Thank you.
Now, Kallias, roll me a death saving throw, please.
That's a 19.
That's one success. Okay, now we go to Ember. Your turn. You are currently frightened. You have over here your two friends unconscious, kind of piled up onto each other, and yeah, you're up.
Great. I will, as my bonus action, cast Hex on
okay.
the Banshee.
Gotcha.
She'll have disadvantage on charisma checks.
All right.
I don't know. It's just ability checks. It's not that helpful.
Disadvantage on charisma. Gotcha.
And I will then cast sapping. How far away am I?
You are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet.
Okay. I will cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
I would like for it to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. And what's your mockery you throw towards it?
Fuck you, you idiot. I don't know.
The wisdom saving throw is a 12.
That's a failure. So
All
it
right.
takes
Do your damage.
2 points of psychic damage.
Okay, 2 points of psychic damage.
Wait. I'm sorry. 1 second.
Don't you get an extra from the
What?
hex?
That's another 4. So 6 points
Cool.
altogether.
Nice. And it wasn't a ranged attack, so not disadvantaged. Nice. Well done. Okay, cool. Is that the end of your turn, Ember? All right. Lilith, roll me a death saving throw, please.
Got this.
Coughing up blood.
Come on.
4.
Oh.
A little blood is coughed out, and it comes out of your ears a little bit from the psychic damage. So that's one failure. Okay, now we go to Leonidas. Your turn, and
You wouldn't consider the Echo to not be afraid. You would consider the Echo still afraid, correct?
now that is a good
It is-
question.
It is an extension of your will.
Right.
Yes.
I will
but
say
it
that.
is- yeah. So I guess.
But it
says
poses absolutely no threat to him to move the Echo towards an enemy. Because they
I
are
suppose you're right.
bantha fodder.
That is true.
They
Let
are
me
lambs-
read the
lambs to
wording
the
of
slaughter.
the spell. Can target repeat the saving throw at the end of each turn?
Meat puppets to fall on the sword so that he doesn't. have
Each non-undead creature within 60 feet of the Banshee that can see her must succeed a 13 Wisdom saving throw.
to. Is the Echo a creature?
It's a magical being.
That doesn't mean it's not like the Banshee itself, being a magical ghost, is also a creature,
This is
right?
a magical translucent gray image.
Does it have stats?
Yeah.
Then yes, I
Well,
would
it
say
has,
that it
it has
is.
my stats. It doesn't have personal stats.
then I would say if you were affected, it is. If its stats are your stats, then it is affected in the same way that you are.
However, another stop to rules pit stop. If Leonidas was grappled or restrained, the same thing wouldn't apply.
Yeah, the same thing wouldn't apply to my echo.
Right,
that's
but
where-
that because it's in a different physical space, but it shares the same mental commands. Like if it takes an action when Leonidas takes an action, or in lieu of, and it uses all of his commands.
I have my.
Well, I think this goes back to
it's
the
your-
conversation
it's
we
your
had
vote.
previously,
Yeah.
Dan, of are you completely in control of them, or do they act independently?
Wow.
I have my ruling.
We'll have to talk about
Yeah,
it
we'll have
later.
to talk about it later.
I like what Kyle said, and I agree with it, that sending the echo does not pose any harm to you. So the echo can move
Yeah.
closer. However, the
Makes
attack
sense.
is going to be disadvantage.
Okay, well,
That
either way,
tracks.
I'm going to teleport with the echo.
Oh,
So it
okay.
flip spaces with me. And I say hello. I say hello, Ember. I hope you're doing well. And
Yes, thank you.
yeah. And then I go up to. Actually, can I go? Okay, another question. Can you split up a potion? No.
No, it's more of like a shot than like a drink. You know those like cayenne shots you get at Pret.
And we all have good berries.
The person who has
I
the good
have the
berries
good
on them is
berries.
Ryujin.
I am the master of the
I
good
don't know
berries.
what to do. Okay, I'm gonna move up to next to. How far can I move? I can move 30 feet, 40 feet, 30. Well, I'd like to stay within range of 30 feet of me, if possible.
From where you are, you can get right here and be within range.
I can't get around to minister.
Oh, you want to go to Minister of Potions?
Yeah.
No, I would say those are that is your 30-foot, like that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Yeah, it's like that is your 30-foot point right there behind the Banshee.
Okay, I'm going to. I'm going to take my. I'm gonna know that this echo will die. I'm gonna
Okay.
take this echo and bring it over to. I don't know who to go to. Fuck.
You don't know what their success or failures are, so Will and Hannah do not say.
I mean, I know, but
Do you remember?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Leonidas wouldn't know.
Leonidas probably doesn't know.
Yeah.
At all.
Those aren't real things.
I thought Dan wasn't remembering for a moment.
I remember some things.
Yeah, I was just. Yep, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Kallias, and I'm going to give my potion to Kallias.
Okay, so the echo goes, and you see it start to kind of shudder out of, but it finally pours that potion down Kallias' throat. Kallias, roll me 2d4 plus 2 for your health back.
4 plus 2. So that's 4. That's 7. So that's 9 points of health.
Hey, you are back up. You are prone, but you are no longer unconscious. And as the final contents of the potion pour out, and make sure to minus a potion from your inventory, Kallias. The echo shudders out. So
That,
it's-
I think I thought it was. It was.
Oh,
it
your
was,
echo
yeah.
doesn't have your inventory, so it's from Kallias.
Oh.
I would say if it like using a weapon,
Yeah.
yes, but using a potion, it has to be on your person.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, then it's Kallias. Shit.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
It's
so that
fine,
was an
it's
action. To do that.
Absolutely fine.
Is that the end of your turn, Leonidas?
I mean, can I do anything else? I don't think so.
I don't believe so.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was Leonidas. Now it is Hugh's turn. He's gonna kind of look around and says like, here goes nothing. And casts a level 1. Actually, no, we're going level 2 Witch Bolt on this ass.
Yes, bring it out, Hugh.
Aw, yeah.
Oh no, Hugh.
I hate
Hugh
Ew.
like pulls it up, and this little like orb of lightning goes and shoots across, and it just misses her and does not connect, and it just hits some of the stone wall. Stones
Great.
crumble down, and you hear him go,
Good.
shit. And
Great.
that is
So happy about that.
does he have any bonus action? Just gonna double check for him really quick. Oh boy, I don't think he does. Nope,
Wow.
he does not. So,
Oh, wait, Woody, can I roll a save to be unfrightened?
oh yeah, please roll
Sorry.
save. Oh, and you too, Ember, can do that as well. I forgot.
Oh yeah, shit.
What is it? It's a what?
Wisdom saving throw, please.
I didn't pass it.
Okay.
I got an 11.
An 11, you are still frightened.
Fuck.
It is her just unhinged jaw and like the spectral skin hanging off of her eyes, kind of maybe one's kind of eyes hanging out a little bit. It's just a very bad look. So you are still frightened. Okay, that is the end of Hugh's turn. Unfortunately, the Banshee then is going to move. What's her speed again? I'm just going to my notes really quick. Oh yeah, she's good. Is going to fly straight towards Hugh, who tried to do the big spell at her. And she is going to try to touch him. Ooh, Hugh is going to use his reaction to cast Shield. Hopefully that helps.
Would you put me up on my feet, please?
Oh, yes. You are prone, that's why I had you down.
I just want to know. But I am prone. That's fine.
Yeah. Yep, there is.
Would you?
Yep, and she, even with that reaction spell, ooh, God, Hugh, that's not good. She hits him, and he is going to take 3d6 of damage. Oh boy. Good thing that wasn't any more damage. Hugh drops down unconscious.
We gotta go on the
Go
offensive.
round and
It's not
around
gonna go
we
well.
go.
Is
I
Is she-
honestly wanted to have a good time tonight.
Is Cora?
No.
Is Cora here?
No, Cora's
she's
out like a light.
She's still unconscious over.
Well,
At
she didn't
the-
roll. She didn't roll well.
No, her curse.
She didn't come
is-
with us.
She stayed up there.
Right.
She has a fever.
Right. I forgot.
She has the Rona.
Oh.
Too much. Sorry, guys. Okay, my
We're
bad.
We're still.
We're still
in
kind
the
of
thick
in it.
it. Yeah. We're
All right,
still in the thick of it.
and that is the end of the Banshee's turn. A good turn, and now Ryujin, it's your turn. Yeah, say that.
There's
Okay.
a dog in the.
Everybody drink. That was the dog. What do you want?
What the f do you want?
What do you
The
want,
hell
Ava?
do you want?
What
She's
the
just, like,
f do you want from me?
She's just staring at me. What?
She's
Wanna
watching too.
You want to be a star for a second? Okay. What are you doing, Ryujin?
Yeah. I'm gonna put the bow and arrow away,
Okay.
and I'm gonna bring out the Kanabo.
Oh hell yeah.
I'm gonna cast Shillelagh on it,
Okay, hell yeah. All right.
and I want to run up and hit her with it
Okay. Roll an
upside her
attack.
head. You know,
Um,
that unhinged jaw. All right. That is
so as you hit this, the thorns then sprout out to where those metal nuts were on the Kanabo, and you just kind of swing up, batter, swing, roll an attack.
that's the 21.
Boy, yeah, you go full Negan on her. Roll for damage.
All right. That would be. So that is 8, and then
I believe an extra D4 of damage with that one.
yes, plus the D.
And actually, you can put all these together because it's all considered magic because of Shillelagh.
Oh, okay,
Is Shillelagh a bonus action or an action to cast?
Bonus action.
Okay,
bonus action.
cool. Just wanted to make sure.
It's also a.
Rolled a 4 on the D4,
Okay.
and then for the hunter's mark, I rolled a 4.
So how much in total?
So that is 8 plus 8, 16.
6. Oh my god. So you just kind of come up and just like full like momentum of the bat, and it goes across her head, and you go hear like a tong, and you didn't think it'd make a sound if it hit a ghost, but a sound definitely comes from hitting it. And let me do that math really quick. 16,
And it sounds like a
wow.
softball bat.
Yeah, it really is a softball bat.
Wait a second. That isn't a ghost. It's old man Jenkins.
That's exactly how it
He's
would
got
be.
a bat.
I would have gotten away with it too.
It's all Keith all along, and he just like slumps out of this really shittily crafted Banshee costume the whole time.
Ryujin, you whop this Banshee with your bat, and still up, but you see the form kind of shuddering, and like if the ghost, like the pain of it trying to keep its form is still there, but it is holding on barely. Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's
Okay. Awesome. Kallias, it is your turn.
Just gonna take a look.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kallias. I need you to roll me just because you were downed, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Her visage is still up. It
is a constant thing.
No fucking way. Wait, why do none of us? Why don't?
We're fine. We're fine.
Okay.
That's
I just had you guys roll at the end of her turn. It really didn't make any difference.
a 22.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to take a look at Lilith, still on the floor, and just
Coughing
turn
up
back
blood.
to the, just sputtering. But I am not any kind of field medic. I don't claim to be. So I'm going to just, through my gritted teeth, whisper at the Banshee, "Get away from my friends." And I'm gonna let that magic spool outwards. And I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt on it and use my Wild Surge to give myself advantage.
Okay, we're gonna have to roll on the table as well.
Oh
Okay,
god.
so that
Oh
I
my
get
God.
it back immediately. So first let me roll for it. With advantage, that's a 17.
A 17. All right. 17 absolutely hits. Roll for damage.
Damage
then-
first.
Damage?
2d8. And then we have, where's the table? Yeah, okay. 2. Oh, awful. And then the d6. Oh, wow, we almost rolled the lowest possible damage. So that's going to be a total of 1, 2. That's 4. I'm going to say acid damage.
4 points of acid damage.
Yep.
Okay. It hits, and it does damage, and she's barely hanging on, but just even more so now. As the acid kind of goes through her form, you see her form kind of react to this magical acid, and but just really flickering, but still just holding that form together, but just barely.
Wild magic table.
Magic table, please. Hopefully, it's not a fireball.
This feels like
That's a 51.
getting in like a bathroom stall, putting a bunch of Mentos into a Coke bottle, and just like shaking it the fuck up, and everybody has to stay in there. That's what this feels like.
51
Wow.
on the table.
So as you do that, you see this, like these turtles appear around you, like spectral turtles, kind of floating around you. I guess that's very. I just said shield, but it's like jungle themed, so it's turtles. A la Mario Kart in a way. And
Nice,
you are
nice.
Green, green or red?
Or
green.
blue.
They're,
Okay.
they're green. A
Okay.
spectral shield hovers near you for the next minute, granting you a +2 to your armor class and immunity to magic missile.
Nice.
You just see these like kind of floating spectral turtles kind of around you.
Great.
God, you just
Right.
keep rolling the good ones on this table.
I want you to roll.
That's really nice.
Isn't there one that like a
Um,
unicorn comes out and that you get to control the unicorn?
Maybe. It's been a while since I've made this thing.
Oh.
Okay, that is the end of your turn, Kallias. Ember, it's all you.
Am I still afraid? I
Yep,
think
you
I
are.
am.
You're technically afraid.
So I have Dirsch Advantage.
Unless they make it's a spell that has them do a save.
Yeah, but my spell save isn't high enough to make that like a. I'll cast Eldritch Blast. Here we go. Disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
God damn it. The first one was a natural 20. The second one was 13.
13 hits. Roll for damage.
She has the armor class of a potato.
She has the armor class of a potato.
10 points of damage.
All right. It's all yours.
Oh, okay, thank God. And this is the opening room to the dungeon. That's all I'll say.
Ember turns after kind of regaining his balance, understanding what is happening, trying to yell and curse at her, and then she kind of like moves over really quick, and he's just like, ah! And just shoots out of his hand an Eldritch Blast, trying not to hit through her to hit Ryujin.
All right. That flies out, hits just center on her, what mass that this Banshee has left, and as it burns through it, you see it kind of like react from it and just kind of look around, and its form just starts to almost burn away, and just a la Voldemort, just and go off into the air. We are still going to be in turn order for the moment. It is
Because
Lilith.
one of us is dying.
Roll me a death save.
Wait,
16.
Hey, that's a success. Leonidas. Oh, you guys are no longer frightened. The source of the fear is gone. Leonidas. We can go out of the battle camp too now, Dan, but after you do your turn. Let's do after you do your turn.
so I still have to move? I can only move, like, we're still in, like, combat?
Yes, because since there are death saves still happening, we are in turn order.
Oh, okay. Then I'll move a little bit up onto the thing.
Like right here?
Yeah, up onto the edge. I will cast an echo.
Okay.
It will
Where?
It will go next to, or 15 feet ahead of me.
Yeah, right here.
And then it will go administer the potion to
Lilith? All right, Lilith, take a potion off of your inventory and roll me 2d4, and you are good on death saves. And is that the end of your turn, Leonidas?
No. Oh, I can't do another action, can I?
No, because your action was doing your
Right.
echo doing the potion. Okay, it is Hugh. Hugh is going to roll a death save. Oh, that was close. A success. The Banshee's gone. Ryujin, your turn.
Does Hugh have potion?
Hugh does have 2 potions.
I'm gonna give him one of his potions.
All right, I will roll the 2d4 for Hugh. And now, Dan, you can take us out of the battle map. Okay, that's 8 points of health back for Hugh. Let's go. All right, you see Hugh kind of go. Yeah, he's taking the thing, and he just kind of looks at you, Ryujin, just grabs your arm, says, "Thank you. Is everyone all right?"
Enough. As I'm gonna take my other potion and drink it.
All right. As you guys can all get up off your feet and back up, you see the bits of the Banshee that were like kind of floating in the air have now kind of come to one spot, and they start to form into an object. This object turns into this beautiful mote of light, similar to Hugh's little dancing lights that he threw up, but this one has more of a radiance to it, more of a almost angelic feel. You see almost like sun rays pulsing out from it, and it floats there in the upper chamber of this tomb for a moment. It then moves over to that door that appeared with the lines of light, and it just goes to the door, and you see this bright light again emanate like it did last time, and you have to kind of shield your eyes from it for a second, and when it dies down, you see that doorway is now opened as if it's always been there. The clean stone is gone, and it exposes a spiral staircase leading down, and you see the mote of light just kind of bobbing right at the entryway.
Is
I do
everyone
not want.
is everyone okay? I apologize for not hitting anything during that.
I have a terrible headache.
Me too.
What happened?
Well, I point to Ember, and I point to Lilith. You almost died, and then you, Kallias, almost died as well. And Ryujin was great. I didn't do much beyond just save all of you. Really, I used your potions. It's okay. I think might be grand if we sat here for, I don't know, a little bit of time.
It is just to remind you guys, it's nighttime. You guys got into the monastery at sunset. So it is late at night. You've been traveling all day.
Perhaps we take a power nap? Or are
As
we...
long as nothing comes up the
I was gonna
stairs.
say,
Well, can we return back into the monastery, do you think?
Can
What
we?
happens if the door closes behind us and we have to go through all this shebang again?
That's a good point. I would like to see my sister, though, if we can.
could we leave like a stick in the door?
You know,
Put some
I'm
gum in the
already
door
laying
jam.
down here, so you could just leave me. and
I
I'll
was going to say
guard
I will stay.
Yes, I'll stay
I will
here.
stay.
Hugh, if you want to go see your sister, but please come back because we could use you. Even though
Yes.
you also almost died, so I'll just put that out there too.
Yes, I will be. Let me go. Go, and he like trails off for a second, seeing on the next to you, Kallias and Lilith, the pedestal where the Banshee emerged from, where you guys put the Valknut down into that little indentation. The Valknut has changed. It has now split off back into its 3 separate triangular tablets. And Hugh, kind of trailing off, walks up to it and looks at them, just as like, interesting. And he kind of flips them over, looking at them. The one with the crystal still has the crystal in it, and the 2 others just have now a single symbol on it. 2 separate single symbols. The writing is gone. Curious. Could you guys I'm gonna go check on Cora, but please keep these.
I will do so.
All right. He kind of goes up through the thing, up through back through the hallway and away, and he kind of calls like, "The door is open. If you wish to come back into the monastery, you can."
Wait, how long are we sleeping for?
Are you asking Hugh that?
I'm asking.
Well,
general.
I do not
as
want
the
to
group, I don't know if I want to completely... If we're taking a night, then I think I'd rather go back to somewhere that can conceivably have something close to a bed. But if we're just resting for a moment, I'm fine doing that as well.
I do not want to stay long. I want to push forward. I did not like how that felt.
Right. I do think it is wise, though, looking at the majority of us, that it would be better if we could rest for even a little bit of time, because if we're not to, I'm worried that we might lose each other. For we almost just did.
Just a small amount of time, then. I am very anxious. I did not like how that felt.
Would you like some herb?
Later.
Right.
Later. I think.
You guys hear a small sound come from the hallway that leads back into the monastery, and you hear like, and in kind of waddles with a torch, Milton Farnham, the acolyte, and he has just some food on a tray and some like kind of canteen. He's like, I don't know if y'all are staying in this area. You guys can come back if you want, but just in case, I brought some rations and food for y'all if you want to stay in here. And kind of like puts the torch up against the wall so it kind of burns up, and he's like, pretty dark through that hallway, so if you can't see, I'm gonna feel my way back through now. Need anything, just holler. And walks back out.
Okay. Thank you. Small person.
Don't mention it. As he's walking away, and you after a moment, you hear kind of like, oh, and just shoot against the wall. All right, and keeps moving.
I don't. How long do we want to stay? We need to decide. These dark places are not often quiet once doors are opened. If we learned anything from the last one.
No, we stay here for 30 minutes. How long is a short rest? An hour?
An hour.
No.
Short
If we
rest
stay
is an
here
hour.
For an hour. I think either we stay here for an hour, or if we're wanting to do longer than that, then we go back in.
Agree.
I do not think it is wise to split
Lilith,
up.
how are you? You were the one who was in the dark the longest.
It's true.
I don't know exactly what happened. My head hurts really bad, and I felt completely fine before this, and now I feel like I just got run over by a cart. I could let me sit for an hour, and then I can tell you how I feel.
Good. An hour it is.
Yes.
Are we all staying here, or does anyone want to visit Cora as well?
Unless, Hugh, you want us to do that.
Hugh's already gone.
He's
Goodbye,
gone.
Hugh.
Yeah.
I have nothing against Cora, but like, I don't think me being there is going to help her get better. So
I do think it would be wise if we stayed together.
I also agree with that.
Yes.
Agree with that.
All right, I'm gonna roll my short rest dice.
So
dice.
short
Also
west,
go
a
do that.
short west
A short
commences.
A
shout
west.
Roll your and after a moment, you guys munch on the rations. There's some dry jerky and some cactus that for rations that are brought out, and the water from the canteens is also refreshing. A little murky because Leonidas ran through the drinking fountain, but clean. Just a little bit of sand.
I rolled 2 1s
Oh.
for my hit points.
Oh
I-
shoot!
What's your constitution modifier?
2.
All right,
Yeah,
so a few hit points.
That's
back.
4.
Zoinks.
Grand total, if anybody's counting.
Great.
On the counting train.
Okay.
While we are short resting, I would love to take a look at the changed Valknut tablets.
Yeah.
What
so,
happens? Sorry.
the Valknut, after you would presume the Valknut has changed its forms. It's split off into the 3 separate tablets again. There is the one with the crystal, the purple like kind of double coned shaped amethyst, and then there is 2 with these new etchings, and it's almost like it's been freshly painted too, as like a fresco.
Okay.
With this kind of white painting. One almost looks, in a way, like a question mark. Kind of like a sideways question mark with a dot on the curve. And another one is just a circle.
I go up to Lilith, and I say, "Are you okay? You were the one that I'm going to check in on all the people that I gave potions to. That was very fun for me. I mean, not fun. You guys were getting hurt, but I've never not hit something during a fight.
Neither have I. So,
I know experience
thank
from
you
offense, of course.
for saving my life. Was it you or was it one of your clones? Your
one of my-
shadows?
It's one of my friends.
Your friends? Okay. Well, thank you.
Mhm.
I think I'm okay now. I think I just got a little. I don't know. I made me feel really powerless all of a sudden.
Is that what it feels like? You from Revan, you talk about speaking to those who are dead. And that was the closest I have come. And I did not like that. I would like to never feel that again.
I don't know. I think I've only really spoken to one dead person, and I don't know if it was a dream or not. But I think Ryujin's seen it happen.
I have, but I've never been close to death, so I don't know the feeling.
If it helps, Kallias, even though it will never be enjoyable, it will get easier.
I don't want it to.
I go over to Ember. Ember, are you near us?
I'm standing right here.
Outstanding. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I have quite a pounding headache, but for the most part, fine. I was wondering if we think that every single challenge posed to us is going to be another enemy to face.
Well, I'd hope so. I felt very odd during that fight, which is a weird thing to say. I did save half of you, but I'm not used to that. These things that come out of me, my friends, but in the same vein, me. I don't know fully. I think it was a mixture of I told them to go save you, but also they wanted to as well. In fact, one of them had to choose between saving you, Lilith, and you, Kallias. And it chose Kallias.
I don't want you to have to make that choice.
I didn't.
That is not. It doesn't matter if I don't. That. Never mind. Never mind.
Some version of me chose that, which is an interesting thing to think about. Some version could have chosen Lilith. But here we are. We're all standing here, so sometimes it's important to, look at where we are and less about where we were.
I suppose.
As the short rest comes to an end, Hugh makes his way back. You see that he's a little more present than he was right after the fight. He's kind of rattled from almost dying as well. He comes in, he's like, so Cora is stable, but she's unconscious. While I was there with her, she kept muttering about a tomb.
Are we
What is that, Kallias?
No.
The healers here say that they have no way to help her. And the mentor, Lanai, suggests that maybe the answer we seek is deeper within this path.
This path being
And kind of
further into this underground.
Yes, then he points towards the moat, just still bobbing at the entrance.
Did we believe that we would have to go to another part of the desert? Well,
Well, from the research that Cora and Oya did, it did speak of a series of tunnels that led to the Seraphic Tear. So my guess, in best summation, is that this is the beginning of said tunnels.
Well,
Mhm.
I think you should get the healing potions off of Cora because I don't think they're going to do her any good, and we could use them.
We just used a bunch, so we definitely could use them.
I think we should bring Cora along.
I understand and will listen to your reasoning, but I do have a counter reasoning after you finish.
Yes, I will. If I could jump on yours, I know that it'll probably slow us down a bit. But if at the end of these tunnels, if we can find a way to help Cora, we must I cannot take the risk of leaving her here with the healers who will take care of her, but not be able to help her once it's done.
Do you think there's something in the tomb that will help her?
I don't know. It's hard to explain. She seems to be. Her hair is starting to turn gray. And
She's aging.
It seems, yes. Her face is more gaunt, more with every hour that passes. And just a little bit of gray, but I noticed it. And that's worrying to me. And I don't want to put any of your lives at danger, but also the life of my sister is of paramount concern to me.
Is she ready to move now?
I could fashion a type of sled to help make our way down the stairs, and then maybe there's something down there that can help.
I'll just say...
My vote is yes.
Oh. Well, my only worry is that if we get something down there that we then have to fight again, it might kill her more so. Because she's unconscious, it's a very easy target.
And that makes you, yourself, a sort of handicap as well, because you will much more be focused on keeping her safe.
Yes, I
I'm
understand.
tired of watching people almost die, and it has only been a few days.
So, can we bring one of the healers with us?
Ooh.
And what if they are not judged worthy? Have we not forgotten that is paramount, and we have been told this many times?
Kallias, we don't have
Milton
anyone
seems like a great guy.
I am not questioning whether these people are good or not. I don't know what that means. I am questioning whether this thing that we have been pushed into think so or not. We were asked this question once before, and an entire group of people was turned to dust.
It's fair.
What happens next time if we bring some healer into this who is trying to do good and they are turned to ash because they were next to us?
Interesting point. If we continue down this road, what if we find another thing that turns everyone on the surface to ash? And the monastery is just gone by the time we're back.
Are we killing, by what we're doing, are we inadvertently?
Yes, Leonidas?
Taking their lives.
Well, there's only one way to find out. We can sit here and play the what if game, or we can put on our adventuring pants and go forward.
So,
Fuck, I left my adventuring pants at home.
What are adventuring pants?
It's like underwear that it's more sturdy.
I don't know if I wear underwear.
Kallias.
We don't have time to unpack that right now.
Kallias. I understand that you're nervous about this, and I am too. I want you to understand. And hypothetically, Cora did not participate in this fight. But the door is still open, and the door beyond there has still opened as well. So perhaps the wording is more figurative. Or if a group can surpass this trap, and motions towards where the Banshee came out, perhaps that was the full extent of being worthy, is to overcome that challenge.
I am not stopping this from happening. I am just wary. That is all.
I understand. I could see if Milton would join us. At least then we could, if we needed to scout ahead, we don't have Cora there with us. We can have Milton stay behind and just kind of nurse Cora, make sure she's okay. All right. Well, I will.
Do ask Milton though, because consent is important. If he doesn't want to come, he doesn't have to.
Of course, it will be entirely his decision. I will return. So we want to continue now. We don't wish to sleep for the evening or anything.
Yeah.
I think it's better if we go now.
All right. Then I will get. They have readied some supplies for us as well. I'll grab those. Actually, if I could have a hand, there's quite a bit of it. We could quickly go and grab the stuff, collect Cora, see if Milton wants to join, and head on our way.
I'll join you.
Okay, wonderful. You guys head back. Is anybody staying with the moat in the doorway?
Yeah, me.
Okay. The two of you stay behind. The rest of you head on, and you see that there is been a few small rucksacks prepared, and they have all been aligned along the wall next to that first doorway where the riddle doorway appeared. Within them is a week's worth of rations for the group. It's a combination of various pickled cacti and some jerky. Also, there is 3 healing potions that they kind of collected and found just throughout the monastery for the group of you. So whoever wants to hold on to those, you can.
I'll take care of it.
Gotcha. Perfect.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Hugh approaches Milton. Does anybody approach Milton with you?
I'll go.
Okay. Then, so Milton, he goes, yeah, well, how can I help you? We were wondering if perhaps you could assist us on this journey through these caverns. Entirely up to you, but you could be of use in helping take care of Cora as we make our way towards the Seraphic Tear. And you see Milton kind of go, oh, well, damn. Kind of like things like, well, looks towards you, Ryujin, is like, would you guys make sure I was okay?
Yeah. I'd keep you safe. I think we'd all keep you safe.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check with advantage, because Hugh is assisting you, Ryujin.
Or deception.
Or deception, yeah, or deception. Ladies' choice.
That is... Let's see which one's better. Neither. It doesn't matter. Well, either way, I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, well, okay, bury the lead, King. You say that. You say that, and like he kind of looks at the two of you, and Hugh comes and like puts his hand on Milton's shoulder, and Milton.
Lord of the Rings theme plays.
Yeah, and my bow.
Right.
And Milton kind of, absolutely, I'll be there for you. Let me just go get my things, and I can help you. Absolutely. And he walks over to some of the acolytes' quarters. Okay. All right. You guys got Milton for you. Okay, cool.
Milton.
Finally, as you guys are collecting stuff, and Cora is being fashioned in this sort of kind of a gurney,
almost.
yeah, sort of mobile bed cot thing. The Lanai approaches the group of you, and she holds a small cask, and she says, "Now, this is something that I've been saving. It is one of our special casks of our desert flower mead," and hands it to who wants it.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Or
Oh, you can take it.
You two are still in the. It's the group who are outside. You guys are still in the thing.
Definitely are.
Right.
I will
So-
take it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. She hands it to you, Ember. It's the flowers bloom very rarely, so it is a very rare mead, and it is for sipping. But it is quite good and has a bit of benefit. So if you ever need a nice kip, it goes nicely with some rest.
It's full secco.
So it is. It's about just like a 5-pound kind of small cask, with a small little bung.
Not again.
Why
Can't
do you
go
have
down that
to-
road.
Why do you have to?
All roads lead to bung, baby.
Ooh.
All roads lead to the Doge.
Okay. So you guys have gathered up all your stuff, and Mentor Lanai looks towards the group of you and says, "Safe travels, and I hope that you find what you're looking for and do so safely." And upon nodding, you guys head into the corridor, back into that chamber where you find Leonidas and Ember. It is about, after this time, I would say close to 11 p.m.-ish. It is very well into the night, but you do have the spiral staircase and the moat still bobbing right there. So, how are we feeling? Are we ready?
I think we have to be.
Can I go first so that we can look out for traps?
Sure.
I think that's an excellent decision.
Yes.
All right. You guys start, as you guys make your way towards the door, basically about before Lilith, you hit the threshold. The moat just starts slowly floating down the staircase, just bobbing its way down, lighting, illuminating. It's about a 10-foot wide spiral staircase. Not super steep, but steep enough to where you kind of want to keep a hand on a wall, just in case. You guys continue down this staircase, and as you continue down, the air gets cooler and damp. And even the wall, as you guys are steadying yourselves and moving slowly with Hugh and Milton are the ones carrying the gurney with Cora down. Taking their time, you see that as you touch the walls to steady yourselves, they're wet. And as you guys make your way down, about 5 minutes of just continual walking down this staircase. Roll me perception checks as a group.
That'd be an 8.
It's
10.
hearing. It's hearing if that changes for anything. That's a 10.
Also 10.
Aerated.
Leonidas, it looks like you had a good roll.
22.
Hey, Ryujin.
21.
Oh, and Ember.
18.
All right. So, Leonidas, Ryujin, and Ember pointed out first, but you guys start to hear the sound, faintly at first, of running water. Of just the very gentle sound of a stream, maybe? And it's coming from deeper. As you guys continue down, that sound grows and grows. And then you also start to hear the... I'm trying to do that dripping sound. Never mind. The drip. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if the mic picks it up.
I can't do
but
it.
Yeah, I think the mic's not picking it up, Kyle. You're just flicking your face.
Nope.
Still didn't pick it up.
That's weird.
But in here.
I bet it sounded great. I
perfect.
thought you guys-
Wonderful.
It's just the whoop, 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 just continuous dripping of water, and even from like above, you guys kind of hit one of your foreheads. I just heard it.
There it was.
There it was.
Was that you, Kyle? That was a good one. That was a good one. But as the drip, 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 and as you guys continue down, the stones themselves even get a little bit like slick, and you guys have to take even more time heading down. Lilith, as you were moving, roll me a investigation.
There we go.
Intelendo.
Investigation.
Is
Well,
intelligence based.
it's not great, but it's a 12.
12. Other than the very natural hazards, there seem to be no set hazards for anybody traveling down these stairs. Mhm.
Let's keep going. It looks good to me so far.
Okay. As you guys are coming down, the sound of the running water gets not necessarily louder, but fuller. And the smell of mud and algae just starts to hit your face. Like, you know, when you walk by a river in the spring and you just like can smell it? That's the smell.
How down are we going?
You guys have been walking for between 10 and 15 minutes.
And it's
Um,
been
desert.
consistently down.
Consistently down. Yeah, the steps at a certain point kind of leveled out a little bit. Like it was started off steeper, and then as the passageway kind of opened up a little bit, and they started to be a little less steep, which is very confusing when you guys walk up and down. Actually, quite dangerous, but it's what happened. And you guys made your way down. After about 12 minutes, you guys come to this open corridor, and Hugh had those lights moving with you guys. For those of you who don't have dark vision, and you get down to this small kind of archway that leads into seemingly an open cavern, and you see a familiar purple glow coming from it.
Familiar, like the globule that we were following.
Yeah, so the little moat that is kind of leading the way is at that threshold. Do you guys move? I'm assuming you move to follow it. Once you do, the little moat goes out into this room and gets brighter and lights up this room, and you guys see this, not a huge cavern, but it is a kind of a large stone beach, smooth, polished stones, leading all the way down to the shoreline where there is a river, decently wide, and an underground cavern that the river runs through. And pulled up onto the stones, kind of to the right, to the left of you guys, coming down this sort of slope, you see a raft that has been pulled up onto the rocks. And it has looks like a couple crates on it. It looks very old, but it's there.
Looks very old, as in it looks like it's been there for a long time, or old make and it was shitty, but it just got here.
Roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
Mhm.
Does anybody want to help me?
I will definitely help you. I have no idea why this is here.
Advantage?
Oh wait, here we are.
Do I get advantage?
Yeah. Do you get advantage on it? Oh wait, he's helping you, so yes, yes.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right, with a dirty 20, you can tell that it is old in years. It looks sturdy still, and as you kind of like look over it, you even notice that you kind of guess it's not just like a log strapped together. It is almost a finely built raft, and there's a little lip on what it would be the other end, like the top side, and the lower side has these grooves that kind of curve into each other and move along with each other in a very interesting way, but you're not quite sure what those grooves do. but it's this raft. It looks in sturdy shape, but old.
Does it look like it's been here for a while?
Yes,
Like
that
cobwebs, dust.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, it's wet, so it's more of like an algae on it.
Okay.
But yes, absolutely.
Awesome.
Is there anything we can see across the shore or down the shore?
Yeah. As the moat is like hanging up above, and like that bright light is coming down, you can see that the shore hits the river, and the river is about, I would say, 40 feet across, maybe even 50 feet, just by like kind of standing and looking. The other end of it is a rock wall. Maybe it's a couple cliffs that you can kind of climb up onto and a couple ledges, but it is a cylindrical kind of tube that this river seems to be running down. And it is, as you guys are looking at the river from the shore, it is running to the right. And it's coming from like you can see down to the left, the river is a big dark tunnel that the river is coming from, and to the right, it is running down another big dark tunnel. Roll me history checks, everybody.
Even me for once?
No, sorry.
Ooh.
That's what I thought.
I got an 8.
I got another filthy 20.
Filthy.
I got a 19.
Okay.
I had a 12.
Okay. Ember.
I rolled higher than Drew.
I know.
Yeah.
That's how I felt too.
Wow.
That's weird. Usually Ryujin's carrying us in his drawstring on his back.
We're all puppies
Ember.
now.
Why did you say it like that?
You guys are you're Ryujin and his cubs.
That's the side plot of this campaign.
He's a big wolf daddy.
That's it for me. That's where I'm done.
Folks, that'll be where I go.
Wow, that joke happens every time we play, and I'm not upset about it. Ember, you recall a children's story that talks of it's kind of along a desert river, the scorpion and the frog. It's that classic story.
Kyle remembers that story.
Yeah, so it is that kind of ancient parable of the scorpion and the frog, and you remember, for some weird reason, like your parents would tell this story of like to teach you guys maybe like what it's in somebody's nature to be this way, and it always kind of struck weird with you. But the weird detail that is stuck in your brain is the name of the river, and it is the River Thetis. And you thought it was just in a story, but you knew that this river flowed backwards. It was like a weird detail in the story, and it was a river in the south. And that just pops in your head as you're looking at this river.
Does anyone have a compass?
Probably.
Unless you guys have, because compasses are like, you'd have to buy one. So unless it's in your inventory, you don't have it. I'm seeing if
Would like an explorer's kit have one?
Technically no.
Hmm.
Also because if there was a dwarf in the party, you guys would understand. You guys can roll me nature checks and see. It's gonna be a hard check because you are subterranean, to see if you guys can kind of discern, just like from like where you've moved. But the spiral staircase is gonna make it a really hard check to maybe discern where's north.
It's fine. I was mostly just thinking that it, and I tell them about like the story that I'm reminded of. I'm not sure if this is that, but this is clearly an anomaly.
Is that story similar to the Lion and the Lion?
What's the Lion and the Lion story?
It's a long
Leonidas?
story. It's got like
so
multiple
many
parts to it.
stories.
It's got like multiple parts to it. My mother would tell it to me when I was a cub. Cub?
Yeah.
Yeah, cub.
Do you not know?
No, that was Dan asking. Yes. It's a long story. I also assume it's maybe different. She would tell it different a lot. Anyway, doesn't matter. What happened? Oh, well, maybe we follow the river. I don't know.
You all have so many stories. How many times? How many stories are you all told when you are growing?
Well, I was.
Depends on how much you listen.
Yeah, I was told a lot. In my tribe, it was always stories every night. Sometimes by the people that run the tribe, and then my mother would tell me stories as well. It's kind of just a thing that happened.
We did not have such things.
Do you want me to tell you a story every night?
Well, I cannot say that I am not interested in that. I feel like I am missing out on a part of what it means to go to bed. But mostly in that it seems to continue to be useful to us. These stories. How, in the story, what do we do here?
Oh, I don't exactly think that the allegory of the scorpion and the frog is what is important to the situation. I think that I more just meant that it's seemingly a river like in the store. They just go across. Well, the scorpion does.
But there's no way for us to get across. So should we get in the boat and go up the backwards river?
I think so. Can we all fit in the boat?
Yeah, the boat is about 20 feet by 40 feet.
Whoa.
So it is a large raft. It's seemingly there's a long pole, very a la Big River.
I'm not a sailor or a boatsman of any kind, but that doesn't seem like a raft. That's a
barge, if you will, like a riverboat, a flatbed riverboat.
Got it.
Yeah,
that's what they called me in college.
It's a raft where it doesn't necessarily have like a sail, so it is a raft in a sense.
Okay.
Flatbed riverboat.
Yes.
Comes old flatbed riverboat champion.
So, do you guys move the boat to the river?
Yeah, if we want to shove off.
You asked, do we move up or down river? Is the question.
I don't think that there's any reason to fight the way that the river wants us to go.
Go with the flow sort of idea?
Yes.
Is that supposed to mean something to me?
I'm full of puns today, that's all.
You are meant to be a father.
Oh, well, that's a conversation over a bit of brandy, so we'll talk about that later.
Oh
no!
Is Cora pregnant?
Do you have that would be weird.
I'm sorry.
Look, I come from a tribe, but even still, that would be weird.
No, Cora is not pregnant, and it's a weird thing to insinuate if I am the father.
You're not related, though.
Yes, we are.
Brother and sister.
Yeah, brother and sister.
That's not something that is done?
Okay, back up. I absolutely thought that at one point they were like, yeah, we're not actually related.
They grew up separately.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think that's maybe where it came.
Considering we can check the receipts, I'll go back. But in my mind, it was like, we're not actually siblings, but we love each other anyway.
Like that TikTok trend.
Brother, step bro,
step bro.
No, hold on.
What are you doing with my tablet, step bro?
Okay, stop. Retcon. Ember does not make a comment about Cora being pregnant.
Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. I'm
Does-
okay with that.
Are we retconning then what Kallias just
Kallias
said? Because
said?
I am very intrigued at that.
No. Will said
No,
that.
that is a goof.
That was. I guess I
He
did
didn't
say
say
that. Huh?
he didn't say it in
Well,
his
darn.
Welsh brogue, so no.
I
He
I
did.
definitely did.
Oh, you did? Okay, then Kallias just goes, "What are you doing, step bro?"
Oh, not that.
No, not
Oh,
that.
okay.
Not that. We're talking
Never
about the
mind.
fact that he said, is that something that... Anyway, never mind.
Oh,
No,
Regardless,
I wouldn't have-
we've
I
lost
would not have
ourselves
said
now.
it. I would not have said it if
Right.
I
Okay.
understood.
Great.
yeah, you're good. You're good. That is a fine thing to reckon.
What an awkward conversation.
All my conversations.
I've lost my train of thought for some reason.
Let's just
Let's get on the
in
boat and shove
boat.
off.
Yes.
Yes, downriver, upriver.
Follow the river.
The river will take
The
us.
river.
almost based to like bump off the sides in a certain way. So you're not moving necessarily smoothly. Every once in a while, as you guys are going down the river, there's a little bit of a to the side and a little
What
bit
was
of
that?
a little bit of a lurch to the side as Leonidas kind of catches you on the wall and pushes off. Because he doesn't know how to use a raft necessarily. He's learning. First time you're doing a really good job.
Thank you.
It's kind of like when you learn to drive and you drive like a drunk person a little bit. You just go side to side almost. Or is that just me? Just me. Cool, guys. Awesome. But you continue down. It's getting pretty late. Or like it's going to get to the point where I'm going to need you guys to roll me Constitution saving throws if we are staying up. Because you're riding down this river. 1 hour passes. 2 hours pass. 3 hours pass.
What does it look like as we go further and further? I mean,
As you continue down, roll me perception checks, and I'll give you the lowdown.
Wait, are we rolling Constitution saving throws first?
Not yet,
Or-
not yet, because you guys can make if you wanted to do like a raft sleeping moment, you could.
That's a natural 20 on perception.
Oh, right.
We're doing perception checks.
18 for
21.
me.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go my clockwise on my screen. So Lilith, say that again.
21.
20 from Kallias. Ember.
7.
Ryujin.
18.
Leonidas.
I as well got a 7.
Okay, well, you two are kind of Leonidas, you're focused on doing the boat, so you're not really like looking, like just kind of taking in the entire cavern as you guys are moving through this subterranean river. And Ember, you're hanging out.
I will say, if anybody is looking at Ember, he is in the direct middle of the boat and is not moving much to either side.
Okay.
I say real quick. I say, Ember, do you get seasick?
No.
I don't mean this to be offensive if it is, so please tell me if it is. Is it like that? Like, you know how a house cat hates water usually? Is that why you're... Do you know what I mean?
Look, I understand that it seems stereotypical. It's actually not. I have had bad experiences with the water, so I will kindly and quietly wait right here until we reach back onto land.
Well,
All right.
if you need to hurl, just to the right, or tell me, and I'll drift us the other way.
I'm not going to hurl.
You never know until it comes. Anyway.
As you guys continue downriver with those perception checks, you notice you hear the constant flow of the river as it goes along the raft and the walls, and you hear also a constant drip, whoop, drip, whoop, 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 and and as you kind of look up, you see very small stalactites up above, coming just in small ones to begin with. But as the hours start to kind of move on, they slowly start to grow and get a little bigger. And just you kind of see them kind of drop, and some of you even play a game where you watch the drops hit the water. But they just, as you guys keep going, it's just stalactites above you every once in a while, maybe a few patches where maybe there's an aquifer above you and it's leaking through. But you continue down. With the natural 20, however, Kallias, you notice along the walls, almost imperceptible, a set of runes. It is, you can recognize it as Mobian script, the same script that was on the Volknut as you guys pass it. You cannot make it out though. Do you have any way you can discern what it says?
I don't think so.
Do you point it out?
I would.
Let me make sure I have no way to discern what it is. But I'm fairly certain. Can I? Is there any chance I could start writing some of them down?
Roll me. Yeah, I think you can. I would let you try to like get an accurate. Roll me a. What would that be to write it? That'd be no dexterity. I would say is probably drawing, right? I'm gonna say roll me a dexterity check with disadvantage because you guys are continually moving.
Yep.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight, yeah. Sleight. I'll take either. Lady's choice. Just like a. It's the same thing.
If you have the skill.
All right,
I'll go dexterity saving throw, I think.
Okay, I'll allow that.
Oh, that's a 12? 12,
Okay.
yeah.
You get a little bit of it. There's a chunk of it that you miss because as you guys are kind of moving down, the light changes and you don't like you guys are like kind of like trying to draw it out and like looking up and down and keep an eye on it. You feel like you miss a bit of it, but you have a chunk of the writing.
Right.
But it's just kind of like seemingly like a type of fresco into the wall as you guys pass it. You're the only one who notices it.
I would probably. Is everybody else like awake still?
Nobody has said they're sleeping yet, unless somebody wants to say like, "Hey, on this long boat ride, we're gonna take a long rest, like take turns taking a long rest." I would allow that, but that is a group decision.
I think I would probably. I'll just nudge Ryujin. Do you see that? There's writing on the walls, like the tablets and whatnot.
Do I see?
As you kind of miss the writing because I think Kallias, you were busy drawing it while you're passing it, but you can see the script that he wrote out.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see the script that he wrote out. You cannot read it because you do not speak Mobian. Unless you have some sort of spell or anything that can help decipher it.
I don't think so.
And Cora's the one who had the cipher to figure out the language. So
great.
Do you share that with anybody else, Kallias?
At this point, I'll just start sharing it with everyone. There's things on the walls. It's like the tablets. There's writing. Just look. It's everywhere.
Hugh kind of sits up and goes, it's actually only saw one thus far. They're not like all over. It was almost like it's like Kensington Station in a sense.
Great.
Or like 49th Street. I don't think there's a 49th Street station. 42nd Street. You kind of look around and Hugh says, may I? And can anybody else read these? I can use a spell slot to do it.
No.
He takes your notes and just kind of does a ritual spell, but does it instantly. He just kind of like takes his book out and just waves his hand, and immediately you see his eyes kind of flash with this bright light, and he looks down and he looks at the script and goes, "Is this exactly what it said?"
What do you mean?
Oh, it doesn't seem complete. It says,
Here at the wall.
4 hours. This is where it gets fuzzy. It says 4 hours. Lions, number 6.
Lions.
As in the word number?
Yeah, it's more of a symbol. But it says 4 hours, lions number 6.
Would I be able to turn the boat around and go back to it?
Hypothetically, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check then.
Great.
Here's Lions. Stops entire path.
We have to stop.
21.
Turn the boat around.
21.
21.
I'm a lion.
Great. So you're very like kind of like you catch you actually kind of like in a kind of like post like kind of against your hip and stick the pole against the stalactite from the ceiling to kind of pivot the boat. It kind of digs into your hip. You're like, ugh.
Hold on, everyone, please.
But
okay.
you're able to pivot the boat around on that point. You bring it down. You're able to kind of push it up. The river's not flowing very hard, and you kind of get a sense of if you were to not paddle, the boat would almost stay where it is.
I do that.
Like you take the pole up, and the boat is staying still.
Mm.
Do you start to pull your way up?
I go back up until we see the thing. So, and I say,
So
Kallias.
It takes more work. Like you actually have to like into the ground and push and like really pull off, but you get the sense that the grooves on the underside of the boat create natural like man-made eddies that if you're going upriver, you will stay in place if you stop. So you don't lose ground if you stop paddling.
What a feat of engineering.
Huh?
We've gone the motherfucking other way.
Masterful engineering.
So you head upriver back to that sign. And
I say, Kallias, I guess I can stop the boat. I'm going to stop the boat. You finish.
As it's facing upriver, it just kind of it moves a little bit, but it kind of just kind of like in a circle almost stays where it is because of the grooves creating that natural or the man-made eddy underneath you. And Hugh, with his spell still active, it lasts an hour, reads and says, "Oh, that makes more sense." It says in 4 hours' time, we would reach lodge number 3.
There were no lions.
No, I think that was I think in the haste of Kallias, it just a slight mistranslation, but it was close enough.
You cannot blame me.
No,
Oh, no.
Kallias, not at all.
No.
I'm not blaming you. I just thought it said lions, and I
impressive you were able to write down this random this ancient language before.
Lodge number 3.
Lodge
What
number
does that
3.
mean?
Yeah, I have no idea. And there's an arrow pointing, and he points downriver, that way.
Well, I turn the boat back around
All right, and the boat, as you kind of get it finally around that kind of that certain point, the water grabs the grooves underneath and kind of pulls it back downriver.
I'm curious though, are we going the wrong way?
Well, the arrow was pointing the way we're going now.
Arrow was pointing downriver.
I mean towards our destination. Are we going to a lodge? Is that the goal?
I'm unsure. This is all uncharted territory. But
Any time I've traveled, if I see an arrow, I follow it. Now, has that almost gotten me killed? Absolutely.
Is there a but?
No.
Now, Ember, when you spoke of the children's story of that river, you said that the river flowed backwards, correct?
Yes.
He thinks, and I want everybody else to roll me, having him say that. Roll me let's do a
history.
Is nature or intelligence or wisdom based? I always forget.
Wisdom.
Intelligence.
Wisdom.
Nature?
It's
No,
It should be a wisdom, but it's an
intelligence.
Nature's intelligence.
Actually,
It's
technically,
intelligence.
it should be it's intelligence, and it should be intelligence.
Oh, I was thinking healing.
So roll me intelligence saving throws, everybody.
Oh.
It's because
knowledge on something is intelligence.
It's like knowing a plant is poisonous does not mean you are like you. And survival is the wisdom side of nature, like using nature to your advantage in an accurate sense, and using the knowledge you have, or just knowing like, ooh, this is Mayfic Rock. There's a volcano around here somewhere. That kind of stuff. That's the distinction.
Right. Ooh.
I'll go clockwise. Lilith,
17.
Kallias.
It's a 21.
Ooh, Ember,
13.
Ryujin,
22.
and Leonidas.
I got a 6, so
All right. And he did pretty well. So, Kallias, you kind of piece this together. You think that, okay, if we entered this area where the monastery is on a map that you've seen, rivers would either flow east, most likely. I'm not sorry. Rivers would flow west because the closest mountain range that would kind of dictate what's that the line of like where rivers flow. What's that called again? I don't. Geology fact.
Would I even know where those mountains were?
You traveled through them because it's part of the gorges too.
Sure. Yes,
Because that's you kind of the Camden Mesa is built up on the plateaus of the desert, and it kind of comes down into the Gleaming Wastes, and the Fangs of Sekhmet begin in the south. So, yes, you guys would know that rivers, if they were to flow a direction, they're going to flow south or west. So that's where a regular river would flow in this area. I'll give you that with those rolls.
We don't know where we're attempting to go.
Well,
or west.
Do we know the cardinal direction from like above ground to below ground, from the monastery to our destination?
Not from where we are here. However, I know that if we were to, if this is technically that river in that bedtime story that you remembered, then it says it flows backwards. Hypothetically, this is either flowing east or north, which then the Seraphic tears to the north.
That's
That
the
would
question.
make sense.
That's the answer to the question.
I think so, yes. So, good job, gang. We figured that puzzle out.
So we're going the wrong way.
No, I believe we're going the right way, downriver.
All right, and I keep going.
All right. You guys continue to paddle. I said 4 hours until the next lodge. What do you do?
I'm going to take a long rest and then I can do lookout after that.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I just need 4 hours.
Okay.
I'll start with doing the lookout then in that case.
Someone has to man the boat as well, though. So
I will also go to sleep.
Okay.
I would-
Sleep.
I could probably be okay if I take. There's no way that we would be able to do this without the boat being unmanned or manned by. Well, unless someone else feels comfortable manning the boat.
I can run the boat. I have sailed before.
What? Good to know.
I don't have any sort of training in it, but it is something I have done. So I can do it while I watch.
Wait, logistically, Woody, would it be possible for everyone to have a long rest? No, right?
Not until you'll reach the lodge in about 4 hours. So
right.
So it means as long as I can take first watch because I only need 4 hours of sleep.
Oh.
Well, I believe Ember, Ryujin, and Leonidas need 8 hours.
Right.
I thought it was
So,
6 hours.
but if I sail for
6
8,
hours.
if I sail for 4, right, we get to the lodge and then we can just all nap after that.
Yeah, because technically it's a long rest is 6 hours of continuous
Downtime.
sleep, and then 2 hours of downtime is like a long rest in the rules. So yeah, I mean, once you get there, absolutely, you could all kind of finish a long rest within the next couple hours after reaching there. Okay, cool. So who's manning the boat?
I think I am.
Yeah. I say to Kallias, I say, well, if you man the boat before, you know what you're doing. But it's finicky. It's got a weird thing. And this thing...
Don't worry, mate.
Oh, all right.
If I need assistance, I'll let you know.
Oh, thanks, mate. Oh, yes. Also...
And...
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I was just thinking, perhaps to keep your body rested if I need help, if you send one of your other selves, to help me out while you're still lying down and relaxing, maxing out by the pool, it might be more restful for you. But you just stay there. I'll do my best.
I think I can do that. I'll do that.
Good.
Does that count, Woody? Can I do that? I don't actually think. I don't think I can do that until later.
You'd have to be up.
Yeah.
If you really have like you could be like laying supine and like be active and have your echo going about. So I mean, like I wouldn't count that as downtime necessarily. If like a skill check thing came up.
Kallias doesn't necessarily.
But I do like the idea.
Oh yeah.
Like it'd be kind of funny.
Later in the version of there is a version that can do that.
Yeah.
Where I can be like, and it can be like a scout to an extent.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it'd be kind of funny if like you make your echo clean your house for you.
Oh, it will. Okay. So I say, I think that I'll try that, but sometimes if I fall asleep, then it falls asleep. It's kind of weird. I don't really know.
I think that makes enough sense, doesn't it? Because if it's you,
right,
and I know if I had another me,
right,
and if I was sleeping, they would
want to sleep too.
Want to sleep. Should I be concerned about should I be concerned about them when they're in trouble? In a tussle with something?
No, I don't.
As concerned? No.
Because they just go away. Or they come back to me. I haven't fully figured it out yet.
Go away.
Yeah, they seem to just kind of disappear.
My oh my.
My oh my indeed, bruv. My oh my indeed.
Well. Understandable. Understand. I'll just take point on the boat then, shall I?
Right.
Nice.
What a good bit.
What a grand.
You guys
bit.
continue down. As the group kind of rests and everybody else kind of tries to like get at least a couple hours in as you push down river. Ember, roll me a perception check. I mean, not Ember, I'm sorry. Kallias. You guys are always next to each other, so I look at you and I say the wrong name.
Ooh, that's a 12 then.
A fucking 12, mate.
It's a 12 then, Brev, innit?
Brev, innit? Okay, with a 12, as you're pushing down, you can't really hear much, but every once in a while, you kind of hear a almost like lightning and thunder.
Oh, does it sound similar to the lightning I've heard before?
A little bit.
That's just.
But it's
peachy.
muffled. It's definitely muffled in a way. But you can hear it.
Right.
And that's kind of like the main thing you notice as you head down that muddy water.
Okay.
Oh, muddy water. No mystery. I love that show so goddamn much.
I've also been resisting the urge to make a Guys and Dolls reference about somebody sitting down.
Yeah, I'm watching the boat. Walking the boat.
Okay, so those of you who only need 4 hours, I believe it's only Lilith, you get a full rest. And as you pull up, you see about 4 hours time, kind of just like mentally timing it in a way, because it's hard to keep time where you are, but you kind of see, and it's like, oh, that's 4 hours, I guess. Up ahead, you see a stone protrusion coming from as the cavern opens up to the small shoreline, and it looks to be a type of mooring for the raft, covered in algae and moss. But it is, you see, there actually I forgot to mention this. There are 2 cleats on either side of the boat.
These are all so many boat terms. I just don't know.
A mooring is basically a place to park your boat. It can be a dock, it can be a buoy, it can be anything.
And
Cleats are what you tie on like a rope.
Good to know.
And you guys see, as you pull up, you also see like slight protrusions coming from covered in moss and algae, but protrusions coming from this stone mooring as well. You get the sense that it is a dock of some sort, albeit an old one.
Is there anything else? Like, it's just like a small bank and a dock.
It's low light, so it's kind of hard to see all the way back. I think if you were to kind of adventure up the shoreline, you can maybe find that it does continue up. It's all very dark deep in there, so you may have to like bring out some light to see it. But there is more. It's just hard to see unless you have dark vision.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you can see. It does continue up. You see that there is a small, almost level area, and you see a couple logs on their sides.
Okay.
And it's almost like the side of this cavern's been kind of dug out to make this sort of rest area in a sense. And you see all the way in the back, about 60 feet up the shoreline, you see a set of doors against the rock wall. That's what you see. They're closed.
DM, a question.
Yes.
Would the people that don't get the full hour suffer exhaustion?
If you guys were to continue on and do stuff now, I would make you roll right now for it. But if you're all going to, because you're kind of like starting this long rest,
Right.
but if you all were to just kind of sleep now and just like go to bed and like have Lilith take the rest of the watch, then no. So if you guys wanted to just sleep here and then explore after you have your long rest, or if you want to explore first, then I would have you roll, just for mechanics sense.
Yeah.
How's everyone feeling?
Well, I would prefer not to have exhaustion. That's Dan speaking. Well, like, yeah, I just would prefer not to have a level of exhaustion because it like sucks especially if we're gonna fight something.
Well, I can keep watch and you all can rest.
I need to go to bed, certainly.
Hugh kind of like half asleep says, do you want to disembark from the boat or just all stay here on the boat and continue this sleepover on the boat?
Let's just stay on the boat, and that way if we need to make a quick getaway, we can.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
All right. You hear Milton kind of go, no, my back's killing me.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Sorry, I've been quiet.
Those he was
I've
here.
just been like kind of
forgot he was
spooked
here,
from the purple light, but it's I'm real pleased as punch to be here with you folks.
Please, this punch.
Yeah. You ever heard that phrase? We make cactus punch back at the monastery.
I look over at Ryujin and I mouth, I forgot he was here.
I've just been standing in the shadows the whole time.
Nope.
I watch you and lick my dried lips. Them chapped.
They're chapped.
Alice, can you lick them for me? They're chapped.
Okay, Ramsey.
And that's
Back.
Okay, so the group of you continue. The rest of you start a long rest, or continue your long rest on the boat. As you guys, Lilith, you kind of lash the boat to the cleats with the ropes that you guys have in your packs, and the boat is successfully moored. Lilith, roll me a perception check.
That is a 21.
All right. As you're sitting there, kind of just sitting, listening to the dripping of the cavern and the almost soothing sense of the river, you hear a bit of wind, and you also hear a few more the sounds seem to be coming from up the shore a little bit. Do you have dark vision?
I do.
You can kind of pinpoint with the 21 the whole campsite area. You kind of hear the wind coming from that direction. The logs, not the camp, like I said, campsite logs that I mentioned earlier.
just going to remain very quiet and just listen.
Okay. Oh my god, it's in some fucking amazing.
I just put my hand gently over his mouth.
He's out cold.
And then slowly also over his nose.
Yeah, it's just
Milton just slowly put him off the boat.
just to make sure he doesn't talk.
Yeah, Milton's a snorer.
Oh. Okay.
And also he has a travel hat, just so you guys know, it's a little top hat. That is his traveling hat.
Good.
What a dude.
Yeah.
What a great guy.
Human.
This guy feels like an extra from Red Dead Redemption.
I
Just
based
like
him off a character from Deadwood, so you're not far off.
Oh, okay, great. Great.
Literally named him after that character.
Great. Bad tracks.
Good.
So the 4 hours slowly pass. Milton snores. And you guys all come to finishing your long rest. So you may mark that in your character sheets. I'll mark that for
Thank
you
the
as well.
good Christ.
That's good. He'll get his spell slots back. All right, manage his spells.
How is
Yummy.
Cora doing? Is she just kind of like samesies? Or
Roll me a medicine check, and you can kind of make a idea. I get an idea of how she's
on
feeling.
a scale of like where in terms of grayscale is she?
She's not. She doesn't seem like she is like an old person. You see
15?
that she. Okay, 15. This is great. You see that maybe there's a little bit of. She was relatively young before. She's now starting to get a little bit of crow's feet in her eyes. Maybe a couple small frown lines appearing, but what really catches your eye, she had always had a little bit of shock of white in her pulled back frizzy hair before, but now there seems to be just white kind of appearing and slowly growing out from that shock. Other than that, she has a sweat, but she doesn't seem to be in like a high level of suffering. Just that she is definitely not feeling good, and there's something happening to her.
Hugh, may I just have one moment with my with the friends here?
Yes, Milton, you want to unload Cora and we can get an idea of what's around here? And he goes, oh, yeah, sure, okay. And they pick up the gurney and they just slowly take her off the raft and they move up the shoreline towards that little camping area. And you see Hugh cast those motes of light, the white and green motes, and they kind of float around, illuminating the area.
We have spoken before about not being on so stable footing with these two siblings here, and I am not straying too far from that opinion, but I am most inclined to see Cora wither away under the thumb of something that none of us understand. If that means we have to move with relative swiftness, I am inclined to do so.
I'm in agreement.
Yes, they have been helpful to us, so I do think it is in our rightful place to move to see. And we did agree.
Is there any
down here, though? Sorry, go ahead, Emma.
Is there any way to make the boat go faster?
I think what he.
No.
Well, I don't think we're going on the boat anymore. I think we're going to go through, well, I might be wrong, but that door over there. I will say they've been helpful to us. They hired us to do this job, so like,
That's true.
whatever. But Cora's in pain, and I'm not going to lie, and I'm quite interested to see where this goes. And I am quite wary of all this time stuff that's been mentioned or that is happening to Cora.
It's all part of it, it seems.
but I agree, Kallias. I think we need to move quickly.
Very, very quickly. So
Ready,
let us-
break?
Go team.
Oh, team.
As you disembark the boat and meet up with Hugh, they have started. They've kind of looked around, and it's again a rocky shore. Towards the actual shoreline, it gets a little bit mossier, but once you get a little bit higher up to where this campsite is, it is relatively dry. And what really stands out, into the side of the wall, you guys feel a breeze, and carved into the side of that wall, there is a hearth carved into the side of it, and seemingly a chimney that leads up. Small, but a air vent, a hole for smoke to escape, leading up and out. It's a small breeze. It's not like it's like a wind hitting you, but you can kind of feel a breeze coming from it.
Okay.
He's like, I could light a fire and we could have a hot meal for an hour, and then no, just okay. All right, I will just look around here then.
You see what your sister looks like? I don't
Yeah.
think we have time to sit.
I don't either.
Yes. You don't have to remind me. I'm just, if we were exhausted and hungry, we won't work as well as if we are well fed and rested.
I mean, we just rested.
Yes, but I'll just get rations together for breakfast. Fine.
Why? Mm-mm. I would love to look around a wee bit.
Okay. Just roll me investigation checks, everybody. As you guys
Ooh.
kind of take in the area.
Collectively, that's ass on my part.
I would wake up every morning and say that to myself in the mirror.
Oh,
Looking at whole bunch
collectively,
of
that's
ass.
ass. Yeah,
Collectively, that's fucking shite.
that's terrible.
Let's go counterclockwise this time. Leonidas.
Oh, that's a 13.
Ryujin.
19.
Okay. Ember.
14.
Kallias.
It's a thick 7.
Nice. And Lilith.
8.
8.
That's a thick 7.
As you guys move around, you guys look around this lower area, and as you work your way up, actually, Kallias, not Kallias,
I was about to say
Leonidas and Ryujin, you guys make your way to those doors, and you get to the top, and with those rolls, the two of you together, you guys see on a sign on the door, and it's covered in this like moss. You guys push it away, and you see you recognize the letter. You can't read it, but you recognize the lettering. It's Lodge number 3. That says on the door.
I say, Ryujin. Isn't that what they were? Does that have anything to do with the?
Yeah,
thing
this
that
is what you thought was
Right.
lions.
I did.
Yeah.
Damn it! I wish it was lions. Kallias. This says 3.
Yes.
Is anyone home?
Oh, I don't know.
We're about to find out.
I knock on the
It
door.
would seem.
You opens up.
Hello.
And we turn around and leave.
No. What?
No sound.
I don't want to do this. I'm slightly afraid.
I'm going to do it if no one else is. We do not have the time to just sit around and wait. And I'm going to open the door.
Okay. You poke your heads in. You open the door, and it's a dark room, but you have dark vision, correct?
Mhm.
You see that there is, in the top, like just directly across from you, there's a table and some crates stacked up in one corner. Directly to your left, as you put your head in, you see there's a table and a crate. And then the far corner, you see there's this like tall stone bistro table in a sense, like a high top in a way, and two tall barrels across from it. And it looks like there's some sort of a on these tables there's knickknacks and stuff. On the far table there's maybe a game, a board game of some sort. You see like a piece of wood or stone or something with little pieces on top of it. And that is the extent of the room. If you guys wish to enter and explore deeper, you can.
I'd like to. So
Yeah.
Let's quickly search.
He was like, "Oh, wait for me. I'll join." Comes up there with you, and you guys enter into this room. There are the three main areas. There's the crates and table directly in like across from you. There is just the table with one crate next to it, and then there is the high top with the board game and the barrels. And like these barrels, they're very large. They're large barrels.
I know I am going to go to the table with the game.
Okay. You make your way up to the board, and you see this as you stand in front of it. I'm assuming. You see there really isn't. It's a game you don't recognize, but there's like 10 pieces of two different colors each, and this sort of geometric, like grooved board that exists. And are you proficient with any game, like board games or anything like that, or playing games on your character sheet?
I didn't know you could be.
Yeah, there's
I'm
various board games
with a lyre and nothing else.
The more you know.
Is anybody proficient with a game of sorts? What are you proficient in?
Playing cards?
Playing cards? You don't really recognize it, but I would say the people who have been in society a little bit longer, a la Ryujin, Ember, even Leonidas and Lilith, you reckon it kind of looks like a type of like dragon chess that exists, which is a type of kind of basically fantasy chess that can work with multiple people. But this one seems to be a two-person kind of setup game, and you know it's set up, it's there, but there is no, as far as you get from where you are right here looking around, from where you've looked, you haven't found any remains or anything.
How do you play?
I'm not sure how they were playing. I've never been good at this game, but the way that it's arranged on this board, I've never seen this kind of arrangement before. So I'm not sure.
Strange. Very strange.
How, DM, how old is all this stuff? Like, is there like a layer of dust over all this stuff?
I would say, well, actually roll me an investigation check.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Actually, no, 21. Sorry, 21. I can't math.
Not
with
possible.
That, you see there is actually a decent layer of dust on everything. However, with a 21, since you got that high, because it was a 20 DC, you notice one of the barrels, there's a buildup of dust, but the barrel is just past it. And there's a gap between the buildup of the dust and where the barrel sits. The barrel on the left, I will say.
Something's up with that barrel.
In terms of what?
What about it?
I don't know.
How many bungs does it have?
Important question.
I go check for the bung count.
Are you like moving the barrel around to look at it?
Yes.
Okay. You go and touch the barrel.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Is it a mimic?
And the minute your hand touches it, you hear a...
Oh no.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And your hand doesn't move. Everybody roll initiative as the barrel, you see it split down the middle and these rows of teeth.
Great.
And roll initiative, everybody.
I go, oh,
Okay.
Oh my
shit,
god.
it's got teeth. I don't like barrels
Okay.
that have teeth.
I mean, Dan, if you can move us to the battle cam,
Oh, yeah.
please. So
Ba-da-bing.
put you right
The
there.
most noob thing to get caught by.
Well, I don't check for
I
traps.
have these
go for it.
little busts as the two opening up mimics. So we got the pod racer Anakin and this Lego person.
Lego person.
I'm gonna
Okay.
say because you guys were here, kind of really talking about it. I'm putting the group of you here, and Ember as well, because you guys were really taking it in. Let's put you here. You
Oh,
here.
great. That's so awful.
So you see these two just open up, and these very very Devilman-esque, and the teeth pop out, and you see the eyes open up on either side, and legs come up, and the barrels both kind of flip to their sides, and they're just like kind of on their sides, and little feet pop out, and you see these big chompers go.
Nice.
I didn't know this. Mimics can learn, like a very old mimic can learn language. So, fun fact.
They can
mean
start a
they can-
family too, I learned.
Mimic.
Yeah, they're gonna be mimic colonies, which is cool. Who got above a 20?
Not me.
Nobody?
I did, but with a natural 20.
Oh, Jesus! All right.
No.
Again, Ryujin strikes again.
Saving.
But that's a total of 23.
A 23 with a natural 20.
Sure.
Ooh, what kind of stank did you put on that die?
I don't know.
Okay. Who got above a 15?
I
My
did.
ass.
Oh, cool. All right. Who got above 17?
I got a
My
19.
ass.
I got a
I got a 19 also.
I got a
Wait,
19.
Whoa.
3
We
19s?
did it again.
3 19s.
We did it again.
Oh my god. Okay. Who has the highest
Did you get
dexterity
green?
out of the group
I
of you?
definitely do.
Lilith?
Well, I have.
What's your dex?
Yeah, what's your dex?
It's a 19.
Only by 1 though. Mine's an 18, so watch out.
Mine's a 13. So
Uh,
now everybody knows our dexterity.
I act clumsy, but come on.
19, 19, 19. All right. And then Ember, what'd you have?
7.
I have to roll for you too.
7.
All right. They have a 13. You is a 12.
I was so happy with my 19. I was like, I'm gonna go maybe, second, first. Nope.
Not
Ember.
today.
Not today.
All right. Ember's the caboose.
Right.
Okay,
Caboose.
so starting us off, we have Ryujin. You have an extra action because of your natural 20.
I'm pulling out the double-bladed scimitar.
Okay, I love it. You whip it
It's been a
out.
while since you've seen the light. And I'm going for the attack.
Going straight for the attack. Which
Yeah.
one? There's this one that's pretty crowded in this corner, and there's this one right here.
The one that's not crowded in the corner.
Okay. You run up with your scimitars. Roll me attacks, my king.
That is 24.
A 24 totally hits. Dan, I just want the
And-
battle music is playing, right, Dan?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. Just want to double check.
Oh yeah. I could play that
It's hard
one
'cause it's
battle.
at-
Do you want me to play that one battle music with
Not
it?
yet. Not
Okay.
yet.
It's completely silent for me, so
Yeah, the thing is, I
Just
don't
like-
hear it, and so sometimes when a battle goes, they're very calm, like do do do.
No, I know. I try
music is
and
playing.
change it over. So.
You're good. I just want to double check.
Yeah.
Ryujin, how much damage?
10.
10. Okay, yeah, 10
Damage.
points of damage. Let's go. That one's gonna be an A. That one's gonna be an R. 10 points of damage. Cool. All right. Then we go to at the end of your turn.
I get an extra action, right?
Oh yeah, you can do your your bonus action attack.
Do it again.
Okay, roll attack.
That is 19.
Yep, absolutely. You hit. Roll for damage.
It was 3.
3.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So 13 points of damage in this turn. Cool. So you come up and you just kind of go, whoosh, whoosh, and like what you think would be wood kind of splits almost organically, and you see this like type of flesh and this like kind of purpley oozy blood spill out of this mimic, and you're like, and that is your turn, Lilith. It is you.
Oh, okay. Well, my first question is this technically flanking? No, it's not.
No, from where you are, absolutely not, because they're both in their own corners. They're backed up against walls.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stab it with my rapier and get sucked in probably. But you know what? What else am I gonna do? What else am I gonna do?
Right, roll an attack.
What are you gonna do?
Nope. Again?
That's
a no.
That's a 16 to hit.
A 16, that's gonna hit. Roll for damage.
Okay.
And
okay.
how I'm doing it, you don't get stuck by it, so you're okay. Not yet, because it has an action to stick people, but you're good.
That's 8 points of damage.
All right, 8 points of damage. Oh, which one are you attacking? Anakin, or are you attacking the Lego?
Of course, I'm attacking Anakin.
Okay.
Anakin.
I have the high ground.
That's pod racing Anakin. That's the one that got done in for drugs, I think.
And then bonus action, I would like to slice with my dagger with the other hand.
Okay, roll attack.
Oh, I didn't make it. I rolled a 3 and can't add anything to it.
I didn't make it.
You can add your attack bonus to it. You just don't add damage to it.
Oh, well, you know what? Still wouldn't make it because that's a 9.
Yeah, no, that doesn't hit. Yeah, just so you guys know, like if you're dual wielding, your offhand, you add your attack bonus because you're proficient with the weapon, but damage-wise, because it's your offhand, it doesn't add the dex or strength bonus to it. Just so everyone's clear. Rule pit stop. Okay, now we go to Kallias, your turn, and Leonidas, you're on deck.
Kallias, I have never seen anything do anything like this before, and I am not doing well, so on absolute instinct, I cast Thunder Wave to get everything away from me. Now!
No, Kallias, no!
Now!
Hell yes. Everybody, what's the radius on Thunder Wave?
Everyone's getting clocked by that. That's not even a question.
Even here.
I think I'm gonna cast it at the second level. So it's a 15-foot cube originating from me.
Why?
Yeah, that's gonna hit everybody. Everybody roll me a dexterity save or
Constitution.
Oh, thank
Constitution saves, everybody.
Oh, let's go.
Constitution save?
I have so much
Yep.
health.
Okay, the mimics got a 12 and Hugh got a 14.
A 12 does not beat my save, and a 14 meets it.
Okay, so
Hugh
14 beats it. So Hugh does not get pushed, I believe.
No, Hugh does not get pushed, but will take half damage. Also, every unsecured object is pushed 10 feet away from me.
Okay, all right. So as it's cast, let's go clockwise. Lilith,
14.
you're good. Ember,
And
okay. Ryujin,
15.
okay. Leonidas,
25.
25. Okay, so I believe Ember's the one who fails.
I accidentally, by reflex, cast Hellish Rebuke.
So what happens, Will? What's the damage?
The damage is 3d8 of thunder.
Yeah, I totally do cast Hellish Rebuke.
That's 8. Oh god. That's I don't think you're gonna get a chance. That's 21 points of thunder damage.
It's is it not it's half for people that saved, right? Or is it anything for people that saved?
It's half for a save.
So
Right?
that's
So
10.
for saved, that's 10 points of thunder damage, and full on is 21.
All right. Nice. Okay. All right.
That is,
Are you down, Ryujin? I mean, Ember?
Huh?
Okay. So the mimics get thrown against the wall with the 21. Let me do that math really quick.
Does my arm go out of its mouth? My arm in its mouth? Did it bite my arm?
No.
Lose your arm.
So with mimic, when you touch them, they have an adhesive layer to them that if you touch them, you have to roll like a an athletics or something to get a grapple check to get out.
So do I go flying with the mimic?
Let me do my math really quick, and then I will address that. So 21. That's gonna be 4. Wow. Okay. Wow. 20. Lots of damage right there, you king. So everybody else who succeeds takes 10. Ember, you take 21. Do you cast Hellish Rebuke as a reaction?
No, it was a joke.
Okay. It throws you up against like the speech is made out of wood.
That's not Ember.
Yeah. And that's not Ember. Ember gets thrown how far away? 15?
10.
10. Okay, so that's 1, 2. You just kind of get to and knocked prone, correct?
I believe so.
You just kind of get pushed back and like at the feet of Hugh, and he comes down.
No,
like,
just 10 feet. No, not
you
prone.
just get slid back, very anime-esque, just right here next to Hugh, and Hugh kind of catches you to make sure you're up.
Just like against the table, like, oh.
Yeah, really. The 2 mimics hit the wall because they can't go any further. They're each gonna take an extra D6 because like the impact of the wall. They each take 3 points of damage.
3. Oh.
Yeah, or roll the D6.
From the wall.
Yeah, from the wall. And then that is a.
I was like, they just got 20 points.
Gotcha. All right. Yep. Yeah. Ooh, that did a bunch of damage to those mimics. Good thing they failed. And Kallias, at the end of your turn?
I'm going to move back 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All the way next to the barrel, directly back 30 feet.
Right here?
And down 1 more. There we go.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. All right. And then we go to Leonidas, your turn. The mimics are on deck. And then the next PC is Ember at the end of the round.
So did we decide that I just...
Oh, let me read this really quick on these guys, because you're technically adhesive to them. What's your DC? No, I'm sorry, Kallias.
My Kallias is My DC is a 14.
A 14. So since the DC for Kallias is higher and you succeeded that DC, that's going to rip your hand off. It is going to do a bit of damage though. 2 points of just band-aid damage.
Yeah.
As it gets ripped off and you are no longer, but your little handy's very tender.
Ooh,
Took some of the fur.
My paw.
A tender handy.
Yeah, my tender
handy.
Tender handy. Okay.
If I had a nickel.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action cast an echo right next to Lego Man.
Okay.
And I'm going to use
right here.
What?
Oh, right here. If you can see it.
Where
It's
am
like
I?
you're here. This is you.
I'm. Can I do it next to Lego Man? Can it like go up next to Lego?
Oh, Lego Man. I'm sorry, not Anakin.
No, you're good. Yeah, because I'm next to Anakin. And
Oh no!
For those of you that don't know, that is a. It's hard to get down where that is.
There's an earthquake.
There's an earthquake happening on the screen.
Oh no, guys!
Time to make some death saving throws.
I need to take my headphones off.
I'm gonna need to cast another echo.
Oh, that's funny. That is amusing to me in a very serious way.
So much is happening.
I got it.
I got it.
For those of you listening on the podcast form, Woody just dropped my echo under this table. And
Gone forever.
That made me sweaty. Okay, I put you next to the Lego. What you doing?
So I'm going to use Unleash Incarnation and attack from both me and then from the echo as well.
All right. Cool. All right, roll for an attack from you. Or roll for both. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. So the first one is from me. That is a crit fail. I'm gonna lose my mind. And then the echo does a heavens above. Does a 12 hit?
12 just hits.
No way. Okay, well then I crit fail, but my echo hits. So
Okay, roll for damage for the echo, and I need you to roll me a opposing grapple check, please. So athletics for you personally.
Okay.
let me do. Oh, that's 13 points of damage from the echo,
Nice. Okay, that is 13. Okay.
and then the grapple check. A grapple check? What is that? Just a dexterity?
Athletics. It's gonna be athletics, or acrobatics, depending
I'll
on.
do athletics. 12 again.
A 12? Okay, so you go to like bring your sword down, but it just kind of like sidesteps into you to get under the swing, and it sticks to your arm, and you are again grappled with the adhesive of this thing again with that crit fail. So you're grappled again.
Wow.
Excuse me. All right, then we go to, it is now the mimic's turn. This one mimic is going to bite at the thing that just attacked it. Actually, both are going to bite at the things that attacked it. So this mimic is going to bite at the echo. That is a 17 to hit.
Oh, damn. Yeah.
Okay. The echo is poofed as the mimic bites into it.
I turn around and go, damn it.
And then the
Damn it.
the other mimic's going to bite at you. And that is a 16 to hit.
That just hits.
Yep. Okay. Cool. So that's a D8 of damage, I believe. Oh, yep. You take 8 points of piercing damage as this thing sinks its teeth into your other arm as it bites into you and kind of rips out some skin. All right. Cool. That is the end of the mimic's turn. Now it is Hugh's turn. Hugh's gonna go, oh God. All right. Let's try this again. He's gonna cast a spell towards this mimic right here. Actually, he's gonna move this way a little bit and actually get up on the table, Coyote Ugly style. And he's gonna cast Witch Bolt at the Lego mimic at first level.
Just hit. All we ask is that you hit, Hugh.
That's cocked. Ooh, that's gonna hit. That's like a 23.
Good boy.
So that is you see this like arc of energy appear, like pulsing out of his book, and it's like very like Tesla coil-esque, and it's gonna do 1d12 points of damage. Hey, 10 points of damage on this mimic. Awesome, Hugh.
Very nice.
Wait a second. Fuck yeah. Hugh shoots this arc of electricity and it hits this mimic, and this mimic just kind of goes, and it kind of shoots, like bits of it shoot kind of everywhere and gunks, and it is dead.
And what?
It's dead.
Gunks.
Gunks.
Yeah,
That's what I was going for.
That was gunky chunks.
Oh.
Oh.
Grow up.
Yummy. Let me just make sure nothing happens.
So what they called me in high school.
Gunky chunks.
Gunky chunk. Yeah, my name's Gunky Chunk. All right, cool. That's the way to go. Can Hugh now with Witch Bolt? If you cast it and you're done, you can't move it. Okay, all right.
Like Hunter's Mark.
Well, it did its job. So now we go to, after Hugh is Ember. Your turn.
I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to cast False Life on myself. Give myself 5 temporary hit points, and I'm going to end my turn.
All right. So it's like a 5 step back, or how far back?
Yeah, just a 5.
Yeah, just like to hear.
I'm already safe.
You kind of like next to Kallias, kind of giving him like it's like that hurt.
A little side eye.
Ow.
Clutch your
Why
pearls
would you have done
moment.
that to me?
Father,
I can't believe you've done this.
brother, why?
Brother, I am in pain, brother.
Okay,
Adam.
back to the top of the round. Ryujin, it's your turn.
Ooh, that's
You
good.
have
That's good.
Bits of
Goodies.
viscera of mimic just stuck to you after this one exploded.
That's hot.
What is happening?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Rare form.
I'm gonna. Well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shoot this other one with my bow and arrow.
You quickly stow away your saber and pull out your bow, draw, fire, roll an attack. Very Hawkeye-esque, like putting away like a bow staff and bringing his bow. Like,
Oh yeah,
You're just so cool.
that is
It's
a
like a
22.
it's a little aggressive actually for me.
what'd you get? I'm sorry.
22.
22, that absolutely hits.
And
It's like shaking me too much to my core.
that is 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
Get up, Mom.
No, don't. I knew you were gonna do it. Will.
All right.
What the fuck do you want from me? I'm a simple man.
Just into the mimic, and you see it kind of that is the mimic's turn, or that's your turn, and your turn, I'm assuming.
I want to move closer.
Oh, okay.
Also,
You could, if you wanted to engage with it, you could come over, like you're here, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, you could engage it over on here on this side.
sweet. And I'm gonna switch my weapons again if I can do that.
Okay, you pull out your other weapon as you do that. I'm gonna pull this kind of away so we can see. Cool. All right, nice to do. End of your turn. Now it is Kallias, your turn.
I am going to.
What about me?
Oh, sorry, I skipped a line. I'm sorry, Lilith. It is your turn. My bad.
I'm going to swing up onto that stone slab right there,
Okay.
whatever that is, but like coat billowing and flipping. I kind of do a spin to look real cool,
Yeah.
and then so I can get to flanking position.
You from this position you are flanking because Ryujin's
Okay.
here now.
And then with my rapier, I would like to kind of like jump and.
Okay, roll an attack with advantage because you're flanking.
Do you get sneak attack?
Mm-hmm.
Because she is flanking.
That is a 25 to hit.
5. All right,
Nice.
that absolutely hits. Roll for damage.
So many dice.
Ooh, guys, I rolled real well.
Nice.
Okay. 21 points of damage.
Okay. And
And then with my other hand, as I'm going down, I would then like to just like come across with the dagger.
no damn need. It's all yours.
Hey.
Yeah.
That's how I do it. I jump.
Take the stage.
So I swing up onto the stone slab and I'm twirling, and then I gather momentum and jump off of it, and in midair just stab down into it.
Oh, sick.
And then finishing blow just slice across.
Love it. So you just
Nice.
kind of eviscerate this mimic, and you hear the like Lassel's like, and it just kind of slumps, and it's not the rigid form, but in like a very loose barrel, like if the barrel melted a little bit form, and it just kind of dies right there, and the room is quiet.
What were those?
Those are my Crocs. Kallias, I don't know. But
What do you mean you don't know? That was a barrel.
I think. Does anyone know what those were?
Just
Go ahead, Ryujin.
I just knew it needed to be killed. That's all.
Yeah.
Of course it did.
Look, it was killed. I don't think we need to worry about it anymore.
It could be anything in here.
Well, then we'll touch everything. I'll go touch things.
I've heard of these creatures. They often lay traps similar to this for travelers. These two must have been very old to be in here, and maybe perhaps we can find a pile of bones. Maybe they've been surviving on small critters, but we were quite a meal to them, and they wanted it. So, is everybody all right?
I will never be all right again after that.
If anyone has a couple of berries or one of the potions that, or do I have my potions? Do I have my potions?
You still have your 2 potions. I don't believe
Oh,
you've
I
used
do.
them.
I don't think I did. All right, I'll use one of my potions on myself.
Yeah, make sure to add them to your inventory when I give you stuff.
Okay,
So
cool.
you guys can keep track.
I think we need to give Kallias some of that herb now.
Yes. Kallias, I know you're worked up, but in the future, try not to cast that instinctual spell when your friends are surrounding you.
Did it not assist in
It did. It
also,
I'm gonna have quite the bruise on my ass because I hit that table. I appreciate the help, but maybe when that sort of feeling comes, try to be.
I am sorry, there is not a lot I know how to do yet. I am sorry that I don't know how to.
You're fine, Kallias. I understand. I as a team member, I appreciate your help and ask for these little things. And Tim kind of like stretches back. Oh, damn. That almost knocked me on my ass.
Almost. Are you hurt, Hugh?
Oh,
How are you feeling, Hugh? I was knocked on my ass.
Yes. But Kallias, truly, like it I think that was quite useful, and it just was a small space for it. But I understand that you are understanding your powers just like we all are. So I'm not upset with you. I want to be clear.
Okay.
That was a very cool thing that you did, though.
It was cool.
You did.
Very cool.
Where the fuck is this dice? Oh,
Why?
sorry, never mind.
I didn't mean it to be bad. I'm sorry.
Sometimes it is important to, before you act, look at your surroundings, and then from there, assess the situation. I've done that. And I've killed people.
Kallias, question. When you were younger, would you go and from where you were from, jump off waterfalls and go swimming, or jump off cliffs and go like something like that for fun?
In the early days, yes.
When you would jump into the water, would you scout out the water first to make sure it didn't have jagged rocks or anything?
I mean, we didn't really need to. We knew the coast, but I suppose.
All right. It's that sort of mentality. It's the look before you leap. And I understand that you are understanding your powers.
I will do my best not to act out of fear again, but if the walls grow teeth when I am not expecting them to grow teeth, I cannot make any promises.
Yes, I guess we're adding barrels to your list with the doors, aren't we?
Those.
Oh, Hugh, what have you done?
Those things cannot. They are just barrels, yes?
Well, I mean, we saw that it wasn't just a barrel.
I think.
Well, they can only look like barrels, yes? Or crates or things?
Oh.
From what I understand about them, they can look about just like any sort of object.
Kallias sits down in a corner.
Did we really need to be completely honest with this?
Kallias is unplugged and out.
Was that the wise
I go over to Kallias, and in Draconic.
No.
So when we say in Draconic, it means not in the accent. So in Draconic, I say, "It is okay, Kallias. Not everything will hurt you. And from what I've seen, you're actually quite strong. So I know that you are afraid. But not all barrels and doors and crates will hurt you. Even though some of them have so far. I promise you that if a barrel hurts you again, I will take down the barrel. Okay?
Okay. But if one does,
have to promise me that you will help me get stronger so that next time I can hurt it first before it hurts me or one of us without us knowing.
Well, sometimes it's not easy to get the first hit on something, but I will say that you did hurt it quite a bit. Yes, you did hurt others, but you did hurt it. And if you can, next time, say, use what you had, but not hurt us, but only hurt it, it'd be quite helpful. In time, it'll be fine. I don't think anyone here is upset with you guys.
I am.
Okay.
But you are right. I pull the hood further down a little bit. You are right. Let's see what else there is, if anything else grows teeth.
Okay, everybody roll me investigation checks as you guys search this room.
That would be probably appropriately a critical failure.
Just
Don't want to look at anything.
You trip over a pile of bones in this corner. Are we still on the battle map then?
Oh, we can change. Do you want?
We can change, but in this corner, there's a pile of bones that have been like spewed up from these mimics of like the many things, and you kind of
Fucking
look and you, like,
delectable.
fall into, and you're like, oh damn, kind of situation.
Kallias on a no good, very bad day.
Yeah, awful.
Just wait till what I have coming, everybody.
What the fuck does that mean?
Do you want me to switch back, Woody?
Yes, I'm switching out of the bat. We're done with the battle map.
Cool.
Thank you.
Bless you.
I got a 12.
12.
Got a
Okay.
7.
7. Ryujin.
30, 20.
All right, and Lilith.
10.
10. Okay.
Ryujin again.
Ryujin, as you guys are looking around, you don't find much, but Ryujin, you find a small, like behind a crate. Most of these crates, if they're full of stuff, it's like rotted rope. Oh, like you maybe think there was food, but it's basically turned to dust. Sense. This seems to be some sort of a storehouse that was used along this river. Don't necessarily know what for, but not a whole lot going on in it. Just kind of filled with old, rotted stuff, except Ryujin in an old, dusty little case. You open it and you find these 2 little stones with these arcane markings on them. There's these 2 kind of like fit in the palm of your hand, little smooth stones.
I pick them up and look at them for a moment.
Okay. Do you show them to anybody, or do you keep them to yourself?
I show them to everyone.
Okay.
In the room.
Everybody roll me arcane skill checks.
Arcana?
Arcana. Yeah.
Arcane.
Okay, my brain is turning off.
Arcana skill check safe.
Arcana.
God fucking damn it. I haven't rolled above a 5 in like minutes.
You're building up your karma for next session.
Yeah. I got. Oh, do you want to go in order, Woody? What's better for you?
Let's go counterclockwise. You first.
Okay. Well, I got an 18.
18. Okay.
21.
21. Ember.
7.
7. Kallias.
22.
22. Oh, and Lilith.
That's a 14 there, mate.
All right. Hugh did not roll very well. Weirdly enough, because this is kind of
useless wizard.
This is kind of his ish.
Being useless is his ish.
Useless wizard. No, this thing is.
It's the fucking school of chump, is what he's studying.
No, it's the school of the scribe.
Yeah. Or the order of the scribe.
I got a white pretty letos.
I like whiting with my quill. And I can cast...
That's the school that other wizards call nerds.
Absolutely make fun of.
Shit,
Is his book alive?
His book seems to react to him. There's a connection to it. He also has his quill that moves on its own.
Right.
And Graith, I love the Scribe Wizard because you can cast ritual spells as an action once a day. Such a nice little thing.
It is great for something like detect magic or identify.
Yeah. Yeah. So, with especially Ryujin and Kallias, you guys look at it. You realize these are sending stones. So add those to your inventory, Ryujin. You can find them on Ryujin found them.
Oh, I was wondering if you wanted me to put them in the group inventory.
You could if you want, but I think you add them on D&D Beyond so you can see what the stats are.
How many are there?
Just 2.
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
just a wee set. All right.
Yep. All right. Hugh's like, so that was a lot of fun for this hour. Shall we continue downriver?
Sure.
All right, let's go get a bite to eat and then load back
Just away from here.
Why are you always about the eating, Hugh?
I mean, it's important to be fed.
Oh, we can eat on the boat.
Do you have a food problem?
I guess I'm a little particular about my meals. I could eat on the boat if we want to. I guess that's true. I didn't even think about that.
No. Let's take our time. It's not like there's any time-sensitive thing we
It's
have
not like your
going
sister's dying.
Okay.
Dying.
I have a lot of stress, and I feel like I'm being attacked right now.
Well, we're not attacking you. We're just saying.
I'm feeling very attacked.
We feel like your sister's dying. Not to make it a big thing. But...
Hugh cast Thunderwave.
Lilith would be down.
TBK. He was like, okay, I'm sorry, I'm a bit frazzled.
It's okay.
Apologies. Thank you for keeping me focused. Let's get on the boat. We can munch on our pickled cactus and our jerky on that.
You seem like you're a bit of a food.
I like my meals. All right.
If Hugh was a sim, he would have the foodie trait and the snob trait.
Yes.
So one out of a combo.
Did he
but
take
also
the cooking feat?
A soft boy fate trait. Did he take? Does he have the chef feat?
Chef
Party
feat,
feels
that's what
like
it is.
he would.
Sounds like he would.
Wait. No, I have not.
Well,
actually, I need to switch it because the feat I did choose for him has been archived. So,
More just a love and a hobby.
Yeah.
Less of a profession.
When he gets an extra feat and he wants to spend it on chef, he absolutely is.
He's gonna.
Hey, everybody listening, chef is one of my favorite new feats. It is such a cool feat.
It is absolutely so. I'm so glad they like applied something mechanical to the flavor of like, I'm the cook of the group, you know what I mean? That's like, I'm the fucking cook of the group.
Yeah, like, I can make a 5-star menu that's
Let me
gonna
make
give
for
you
you.
temporary hit points.
I'm the cook in the group.
There is definitely a difference.
Just wait, campaign 2. I'm gonna be the cook of the group.
We're
You guys
all
watch
cooks.
out.
Yeah, that's the missionary campaign. As I slowly blow my brains out.
Yep.
We're just eating everything. Everyone's 300 pounds, but just happy.
I just want to go and peruse the food of this countryside. It's gonna be the food channel, the Food Network, but like
Ye olde Food Network.
Ye old Food Network.
All right, that was a good tangent. You guys load back up onto the raft and you continue. Just to fast forward, continue down. You continue down for a while. Most of the day passes. At least, like, you guys feel like hours have passed. It's hard to tell time in this place. As it continues, you just push along, continuing down the road or the river. Roll me perception checks.
Based
Nat
off of
20.
sight or hearing?
Either.
Another nat 20. What? Like,
More so
What god
hearing,
did you
actually.
pray
More so
to?
hearing. So, Ember, for you. Yeah, Ember. I mean, Ryujin, you fucking You
dice
did
gods
something.
are in your
I'm gonna
favor.
try a different dice next time we play and see what happens.
Did you like soak your
No.
dice in
Don't.
like blood of a
No,
sacrifice?
I think it's
sacrificial lamb?
just Drew. It's just Drew.
It really
his,
is just
his
you.
energy is just so
Listen,
nice,
you
and the dice
roll-
are just like, yeah, bro, of course.
Oh,
If
So
you
your
start
die is
rolling
like-
low, we're done for. We're done for
I-
if you start rolling low.
Okay.
Yeah,
Who got?
I'll change my
Let's
die.
go clockwise this time. Lilith.
17.
Okay. Kallias.
That would be a thicky 10.
Ember.
I'm done.
22.
Nice. Ryujin.
Net 20, but a total of 23.
Okay, and Leonidas.
I as well
Oh,
got a
man.
17.
Okay, with the 17, you guys push down this river, and you hear, kind of traveling across the water, these almost like little
Velociraptors?
velociraptor noises. Yeah, if you guys just like little noises traveling across the water to you.
Would
They
any
feel-
of us see with our perception checks? Would any of us like see what it was?
It's more sort of sound because of the darkness. Like the
right.
purple ore that is giving this light is only a low light, so you don't see that far ahead. For those of you with dark vision, you can really only see about 60 feet ahead of you, and like be able to see. For the rest of you, it's like 30 feet around you. It's not great lighting.
Okay.
So you just hear these like
Anybody want to attempt to see what that fucking sound is?
Is it
I aim directly down the, just like straight ahead, not to the towards the water. Eldritch blast just for light.
Okay. You
120
you
feet.
Send off that Eldritch blast. It gives off a dim light as it shoots through, kind of almost like dropping a glow stick down a mine shaft, and you see it kind of light up. And as it gets to a point, roll me perception checks with disadvantage because it's only a split second. Everybody, and it is sight, not hearing.
8.
Yeah.
8. Okay. Ryujin,
19.
Kallias.
With
Disadvantage?
What
Yeah.
did you roll?
Wait, what the fuck?
I rolled a 17 and I rolled a 16. So
That would be an 8.
All right, Leonidas
I
and
rolled,
Lilith.
a 6, so
I also got an 8.
Hey, well, Ryujin, no goddamn surprise here. You're like, you see these as that shoots down about 100 yards, or what's the range on this guy?
120 feet.
Okay, at 120 feet then. So like what, 40 yards ish away. You see these small little lizard-like creatures at the water's edge on one side, and as the light passes, you see their eyes kind of like it hits their eyes, and you see white eyeballs on these things.
Oh fuck!
I'm going to pull out my bow.
I'm gonna do the same and tell everyone else what I saw.
Okay.
That's fun.
Okay, you guys prepare in any way?
You're knocking an
Bow.
arrow.
I'm not gonna narrow too.
I'd like to hunch down, like, it's a raft. Never mind. I'm thinking of it as a boat. Is there a crate
Just lay
that
flat.
I can?
There's a small raised
Just fucking-
platform for the pilot of the raft.
Uh-huh.
But that is really
Captain?
the only the captain, the person who does the sticking. So
Well, then just pull out my dagger and my rapier.
Okay.
I will. Who's running the boat? Am I running the boat?
I would assume you are.
Okay.
You've been
I'm
doing
gonna,
it.
I'm gonna cast an echo, and my echo is gonna run the boat, and I'm gonna be within 30 feet of it.
Okay.
Fuck yes.
That's a good idea, actually. So you just kind of like step away, and the echo stays holding the pole, pushing it downriver. you guys come up, and as the light kind of comes, you see these creatures, small reptile-like creatures, kind of, and they like almost like they're like like how snakes will sniff with their tongue to know where they are. They'll like set a little like and like hear the sound, and like their wide eyes, they're blind, and so they just kind of like move around looking for something. It is Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I cast minor illusion, and I make a noise as close to the purple worm sound as I can.
Okay, roll me a deception check, but use your spellcasting modifier. It's
Can I
probably the same.
assist?
I'm gonna say no because it's a spellcasting thing.
Oh, right. I was gonna ask with my thaumaturgy cantrip. I can.
Oh, then if you're doing that, then absolutely. So roll with advantage, Ember.
Okay, so use my spell attack modifier,
which I believe is charisma, which is the same thing for you, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Holy Jesus Christ! 8.
An 8 with advantage?
Yeah, I rolled a 1 and then a 4.
Oh,
Jeez. You need to put that dice in jail for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I've rotated through the gambit, and they've all been rolling ass.
All right, we need to get some Ember dice. We're gonna go out and get some Ember dice together. No, it's the dice. It's all you need to find the dice that fit the character. You cast this, and you see as you guys come across on the water, you cast a spell, and a few of them kind of scatter away, but then they kind of like stop and listen, like meerkat-esque, and they kind of scatter back, and like this, they just make them scatter and move around a lot. There's about 20 of them on the shoreline. They're about the size of house cats. As you guys get up to the shoreline, you see the shoreline goes up to another very similar set of doors like that lodge. The doors are open, and you see all of these little reptile, two-legged creatures running around, kind of just with that rumbling from the two of you. They just kind of scatter, and they're starting to move around almost like a hive. But you guys are on the water, so they do not see you. Do you? And there's also the like same stone mooring.
How does Cora look?
Cora's staying about the same. It's not that she is like gaining more. There's a little bit more gray. It's moving slowly though. So like if you were to like take pictures of her every 24 or like 12 hours, there'd be like maybe half a centimeter of gray. So there's time, but it's not like it's
you don't like have
24 hours she's gonna be a skeleton.
Right.
Remington skeleton.
She'll be closer than we are.
She'll be closer, yeah. She's aging.
Sure.
She's seemingly aging in this state of unconsciousness.
What do we think? Do we venture in there and get mauled by more barrels, or do we keep going down the river?
I would say the only reason to check would be for looting purposes.
Yeah. I don't think
And
what
I
we're
don't-
looking for is up there.
He says, I believe it's still downriver. There could be, if this is like a road of some sort of the old empire, maybe there's interesting items within, but I'm happy moving on.
As am I.
I mentioned this earlier. Is there any way we can move the boat faster?
He thinks for a second, like, I don't have any abilities that could. Does anybody have something about they can move the water or?
I can try getting in the water and holding the boat and casting what I cast earlier to give us a boost.
I think that might not be the best idea.
That
But
might make us.
I like the thought.
That's
We
all I
need
have.
you to be on the boat.
Yeah.
But the idea of somebody, I guess, if anybody's a proficient swimmer, I mean, I don't know how much that would actually help, but
My echo could.
I can also swim.
I don't know how to swim, so
I know how to
Really?
swim.
And we've already covered why I'm not going to volunteer.
How about this?
Yes,
I go
yes.
over. I go. Are you thinking that I say to Hugh? I say, Hugh, do you think the person swimming should push the raft?
Maybe it would add a bit, maybe, but I'm not quite sure.
All right.
I think it's about water, and I don't have any sort of spells or anything that could help us along. I have spells that can like move rocks and earth and stuff, but not water.
I then walk over to the echo. I stand back in its place, and it replaces with me. And then the echo drops back and starts doggy or like pedal kicking against the boat.
Okay.
I'll get in as well.
All right. Then, Leonidas, I think this is how I'll do it. Roll me a athletics check with advantage because of Kallias helping out.
Can I give him a
Technically,
third?
with less.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to ask if I could give him a third roll because I was going to use my Tides of Chaos on myself as I got in the water.
Okay,
I
I will make you roll on the table though.
Oh,
That's fine.
oh. Do you want him? Do you want to roll everything first and then the table, or?
No, yeah, it's so we resolve what we're doing and then we do the table.
Okay.
Because he still gets the benefits of using Tides of Chaos, but for while he's at these low levels, every time he uses Tides of Chaos, he is going to have to roll on the table.
Thank God.
That's
I have
great. It just means like
You have
Right.
triple advantage, so roll
I
3
have
times to
triple
take the
advantage?
highest.
Thank
Yep,
God.
that because of Tides of Chaos, I'll allow it.
'Cause I
Usually it
rolled
doesn't
8
stack,
and
but
an
I'll
11.
allow it in this.
Okay, thank God. Okay, that's much better. 19.
19?
Yeah.
Okay. With Kallias and Leonidas kicking and pushing, you guys feel not it's not like you like went vroom, like speedboat-esque, but you feel a slight boost to the speed. And with Kallias, the real Kallias on top, pushing with the pole, you guys feel a significant boost.
Wait, are both Leonidas in the water?
I thought your echo's
No.
in the water.
Oh, I thought you said with
You said-
Kallias.
You're steering with the pole. You're helping to push
Oh, I
along
thought
with the
you
pole.
said I thought you said with
Woody,
Kallias
you
still.
need to just like get the names like
Oh,
locked in.
Jesus. It's only episode 10. I'll get them in there.
You'll get it. You'll get it.
Yep, I'll get them. They'll happen.
Cool.
Okay.
I rolled on the table.
What'd you get?
It's 85.
Let me scroll down.
Every time.
Oh, as you are swimming, just an extra version of you appears next to you. It doesn't do anything,
Oh.
but you cast mirror image automatically.
Okay.
So whatever that does.
I look down and I go, Kallias, can you do what I do?
I don't know, but I'm learning.
I think you are.
Is it literally just like dead with
It's just
T-posing
it's
in the
like
water?
it's like suddenly like an extra version of you appears next to you, and it's just
Just
kind of
like
like
doing the
just
thing, but
doing
without.
the same push, but doesn't do any.
But
it
it's
doesn't,
not
like,
moving the water.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
it's just
exactly.
like phasing through. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
you can,
really
like, command
sad
it, I think.
attempt.
You are getting so goddamn lucky with this.
It's just building the karma up until I really need it to be great, and it's gonna
It's a
kill us
fireball.
all.
I think you're gonna murder
Murder
Lilith.
half of us. Yeah.
It's like meteors fall from the heavens and destroys the world.
Yeah, like 55. I want you to do 55. It's not bad. It's just funny. We'll get there someday.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys push and it starts to come off, and you feel almost like a wind whipping through your hairs. Even like for those of you who have the fur starts to move a little bit in the wind. Lilith, your short hair starts to just whip every once in a while. You guys see ahead of you stalagmites grow larger as you continue down, and stalactites grow from the top And it's you guys then have to start turning your way through this trail. Roll me perception checks.
Sight.
Sound.
Nice.
That's not so good. That's actually not bad.
Leonidas.
16.
Ryujin.
14.
Ember.
18.
Kallias.
12.
And Lilith.
That's a 16.
Okay. You guys hear a very faint sound. Rushing water hitting something. And it reminds, especially you, Kallias, from where you grew up, the sound of a waterfall. And that is where
Sharp rock
we
at the
will
bottom?
end tonight's session.
Yeah, of course it
Bring it
fucking
on.
is.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
Are rocks at the bottom?
Sharp rocks at the bottom.
Probably.
So,
Yep.
that is where we end our session.
Okay.
And hey, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Once again, just to remind everybody who are listening, tune in on Sunday with our friends at Careful Cantrip. There will be a DM discussion between me and DM Dave. We're super excited for it. So maybe you'll get a little bit of insight to my crazy brain and its super crazy thinkings of how I DM. If you're interested in that, also probably just some cool anecdotes and just chatting. And if you have any questions, you can ask us there. We also stream
What time?
on 12 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
So get yourself a little lunch coffee, or if you're on the West Coast, just a coffee in the morning, and just have us on, and you can ask us questions.
I don't know what a lunch coffee is.
We also will probably be streaming on Sunday. So if you guys want to hang out with us, the Bards, we'll be streaming Sunday evening as well. So please come and hang out with us. But until then, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We love you guys. And please tell a friend, spread some love, and we will see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Hey.
We raiding, Hannah.
I'm
yeah.
raiding. We are going to raid Colonel Sheru.
Colonel Mustang.
Bye, everybody.